Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Toga Motorsport on this fine Saturday night. We are here for a special one-off event, the 2.4 hours of Spa. Lovely little event just for us. So it's going to be 2.4 hours of racing, so 144 minutes, over the span of a 24-hour in-game day cycle. So all the drivers are going to have to navigate day, night, day-night cycle, all within the space of 2 hours and 24 minutes. Yeah, that's how long it is. So yeah, welcome in. We're just here for the start of qualifying. As you can see, all the drivers are starting their laps. I will apologise, I didn't get round to syncing the liveries. Our wonderful head admin Mac was supposed to be streaming tonight, but I have been drafted instead. So I didn't get a chance to sync the liveries. So any liveries that aren't there, I sincerely apologise. I can't do anything about it now, because it will take 20 minutes to sync them, and that's not going to happen, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to work with what we got, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So yeah, welcome in everyone. I hope you're all well. Say hello if you're in the chat. Lou, Beachberg Racing defeating two cars tonight, the 551 Aston and the 331 Ferrari. Who are they? 551, so you've got Peters in the, looks like a base golf livery, like the base colours. That's lovely. It's very nice. And then, what Ferrari did you say? The 331. There we go. And that is Dixon Hurst as in that number 331. It's a lovely blue colour. Yeah, again, apologies, there's not going to be many liveries. I know some of you have probably got some really nice liveries. I unfortunately just didn't get the chance to sort it out last minute. But it is what it is. So, some deets for this race. Let me just pull up the SimGrid page. So we've got 20 minutes of qualifying. We're about a quarter of the way through. The first few laps have come in there. So current pole position is a 2:26.7. Oh, 2:26.1 from Toga Esports Peter Romeo there. Lovely lap from you, my good sir. 14 minutes of the 20 minutes of qualifying to go, and then a 144-minute race. There's only one mandatory pit stop for fuel, but fuel and tires. But I think you're gonna maybe need two. One stop only is gonna be very tight. Oh, that's a McLaren going very wide there at Puyon. Lovely. We are fielding 3 splits. We've got Pro Split, we have Pro Am Split, and we have Am Split. Now, the Pro Split is the cars with the white background behind their numbers. So if you're looking at the pole position, Peter Romeo, number 74 is white behind it, so that's Pro time. Pro Am is the sort of the grey background behind the number, and the Am times are ones with the red behind the number. So it will be class splits. Basically, so you can win in class but not win overall, essentially, if you're in the lower split. Essentially, that's how that's going to work. We are not doing really any live steering tonight, just due to unable to get a lot of stewards on the go. Just different reasons. So I think Dexter is doing a little bit at the very beginning just to check if there's a red flag, and then after that it will all be report based after the race. So make sure you save your replays and keep them there if you need to report anything. Hey Pockets, how's it going? How's your 12 hours of Spa going? I haven't actually checked in with you really today. Let me know how it's going, because I did put a message in the Discord earlier, but I didn't properly check in. I've been so busy today. Getting prepared to move house, always a fun time, but that is beside the point. But yeah, that is all the real deets we've got for the race. Other than that, it's 144 minutes of pure racing action to come, and the weather could be wet for most of the race, could be wet for 5 minutes of the race. Who knows? It's currently damp now. The ACC's weather system, it's up to it now to determine how much rain we actually get. It was raining in the practice servers, so there should be some. Whether it will be the whole race, to be determined. But yes, remember, it's 24-hour cycle, so all the drivers will have to go through a day and night cycle in order to get to the checkered flag. One driver of note is Peter Romeo, who is a Toga Esports driver and my teammate for the Toga Mini Endurance Series, which round 3 is the start of April. I think it's the 5th of April, and we're racing at Spa, coincidentally. So, Peter, you're getting your practice in nice and early. We love to see it. I have yet to practice, so, you know, that's... we'll not say too much about that. But the current pole time is Kenneth Reyes in the Rays Racing 75 car, 2 minute 25.7. That's a very good time in the wet, and that is a Pro-Am time. So we're going to be looking to see who can capitalize now, see if they can get close, as Alfred Di Natale in the 73 McLaren is currently 9 tenths up on their lap. This will put them in the shout for the top 3. But, oh, he's still valid. He's actually 1.1 up now. And he's coming into the bus stop, gets a decent line through the bus stop. He's 1.3 up now. He's actually, he's going to go pole here with this time. He's going to go all the way up to P1, and he does. A 225.7. 600 separate the top 2. Brilliant, brilliant stuff from the pair of them. Who else is on a lap? Adrian Gutierrez in the 80 Ferrari is 3 tenths up. This will put him in with a shout of the top 3, top 2 if he keeps improving at this pace. Also, always get the chance for pole position as well. There's still 10 minutes to go. The track is damp, so anything can happen. One car of note is Tom Davis in the Rampant Racing Lexus, a car you don't see very often anymore. Oh, the sound of that car is fantastic. Tom Davis, I believe you're one of our commentators, Tom. You're the right Tom Davis, I believe. If so, good luck to yourself. Another car of note is there's one Porsche 992, my favourite car. Only one of them is surprising to see. It's all a mixture of Ferraris, Astons, Mustangs, and McLarens, really. A couple of BMs thrown in there. Mark Cooley for Pegassi Motorsport as well. Again, there's a lot of liveries I am missing, and I apologise. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it now, as I've said. But we move. Hopefully all the audio is okay. Hey, I've been trying to get in, but when I search Toga and put it on all, it says there is none. There's definitely something wrong then, because if you search Toga, then there should be 5 or 6 servers that come up. Hang on, let me quickly show you. We're gonna do a quick detour just to help you out here. On my friend on TikTok. So look, you should see all these. If you type Toga in and then make sure all is selected here, the race is here. You should be able to select that. So I've obviously got a spectator password, so my password's different, and nobody will not be told that. But yeah, that's what you should be looking for. And it's definitely there because everyone else is in the server. So there's something you're maybe not doing correctly. That's okay. Happens. Cool. We have one other feature that has been recently displayed in Toga recently. You'll see it on the left-hand side of my screen. It's the team/driver of the day section. So throughout the race, anyone watching, you can do !vote space and then the car number. And that is you voting for the car or the driver or the team that you think deserves to be driver/team of the day. I wouldn't do it immediately, but it's something you can do. It's a little bit of fun interaction with everyone. Rider77, can I join? Unfortunately, if you're not already signed up, you cannot. We run ACC on PC, and you have to join an entry list. So basically, Ryder, if you want to join any future events, join our Discord server. I believe it's in our TikTok bio. And then look at our SimGrid page. You'll see all our events there. You can join them, and then that's how you get involved with the community. This isn't just a one-off anyone can join kind of event. It's still like a one-off, but we still use an entry list to get drivers in, so it's not just everyone and anyone kind of thing. But yeah, hopefully that answers that question. Oh, Ethan Davies, the driver for Togo Academy, having a big off there. And RTJing, trying to push that McLaren to the limit, which we always love to see. Who is improving? Kim Max Hustle is improving. But they're stuck behind the BMW. Is that BMW on a lap? I think they might be. It's the number 23. Number 23, I think, is on a lap. They are. They're very much down, but they've obviously potentially hurt Kim's chances there. But you're not allowed to overtake in qualifying. If you do and it's reported, you get a penalty. On TikTok, are these events free to join? I'm not reading your name out, because that is not allowed. Are these events free to join? Yes, most of our events are free. So if you go to our bio and join our Discord, we have a SimGrid page. Majority of them are free. Some of them are paid, but that's for like bigger events with like prizes and so on. For just racing and stuff like this, it's all free. You can just join through SimGrid and then come and actually take part in the event. So if you want to do that, go to the bio, and then in our Discord we'll have all the information you need to get involved in the community, essentially. Hey Ethan. Oh, hello Conrad. I can tell from your profile picture that's you. How's it going? Bertold from HVML. I know you, I think. I raced in one of your GT3 championships a while ago. I'm pretty sure that HVML seems very familiar. I'm pretty sure I raced one of the GT3 league championships and like got third or something, I think. But welcome in. I hope you're enjoying. I'm not sure if you're part of the race. If you are, let me know what number you are. We can have a look. We see Peter Romeo is a couple of tenths up, but he is on an outlap, so never mind. Callum Mostyn in the JP Motorsport car is up on his time. Ethan, hope everyone is well. Yes, I am well. I am soloing this tonight, so it's going to be a long day ahead. I've got plenty of beverages stocked up and some snacks as well, so just going to sit and watch some nice racing action for the evening. But yeah, so just keep checking the Discord there to see if there's any necessary things I need to be reading, but we're doing well. The Natale is still pole sitter currently by 600, so we've got 4 minutes of qualifying left, so anyone crossing the line in the next minute or so, they get a couple of laps in yet. Let me see, who is improving? Is anyone improving? Dixon Hurst is improving for Beachburg Racing. He's 4 tenths up currently, and that's going to put him inside the top 20 if he can hold this improvement, which would be good. It'd be nice to get a bit further up the grid. We have 37 cars involved now in this race. I'm pretty sure there was about that checked in, if not even more than that. So there may be a couple more joining last minute. As Dixon goes a little bit wide through the bus stop, that's going to bleed him a little bit of time. So he's not going to quite go into the top 20, but he has the time there. If he can get the bus stop right, he's definitely in there. So if you're, he might have time to get out quickly to do one more lap. Gus Peters for Beachburg as well. He's a second up, going up Blanchimont towards the bus stop. This is a barnstormer of a lap. This is going to put you nearly in the top 10 if you can hold this. This might put you in the top 10 actually, if you can hold this. It's going to be very, very close. Just needs to nail the bus stop here. Yeah, gets a decent first apex. A little bit wide on the second, but that's okay. He's actually invalidated. Huh? Well, okay, race control, you're lying to me. No, he wasn't invalid, he was valid, and he's well up to P11. 400s off the top 10. Well done. Who else? Who else is doing what? Oh, that's a big slide in that McLaren. Yeah, that's an invalid lap. You've got one more chance to reset and go again. Good luck. Ethan Davies, heading up towards the bus stop, is a second up on his lap time. I think he's on a lap. Race controls, I think, is lying to me half the time. A little bit deep through the first apex there, Ethan, but keeps it nice and tidy. He's going to be at 1.3 tenths up. Assuming this is valid, inside the top 10. Lovely work, Ethan, representing Toga Academy there tonight, which we love to see. The last minute and a half, so anyone who is from about Puon, well, actually, I guess anyone from about Puon up is going to be able to get another lap in comfortably without any issues. Yishin in the 514 garage racing car is 4 tenths up at the end of Kemmel, so we'll keep an eye on you to see how you're getting on. How long will the race be? The race is 144 minutes, 2 hours 24. It is classed as a 24 2.4. So the way it's special is the drivers will go through one full 24-hour day-night cycle in the space of 2.4 hours. The time multiplier has been multiplied by 10. So it makes for some very interesting racing and strategy, because obviously it gets very cold at night, especially if we're going to keep damp conditions throughout the race. So yeah, and the game name Assetto Corsa Competizione. That's what we're rocking with. Really good game. Yeah, all is well. Just seeing who's on their final laps now. Cause anyone driving up Blanchimont towards the bus stop should get a lap in. So the 551 car, probably going to be the last car to cross the line if he can get there and start a new lap. Clearly hustling to get there. He needs to get through the bus stop pretty quickly. You only have a couple of seconds. I don't think you're getting a lap in. Sorry, my man. Yeah, you're not. That's your qualifying over. Yeah. That is the time ticked down to 0. Anyone on a lap can finish it. As Antonio is going to cross the line 8 tenths up. Where's that going to put you? In P7. Lovely work. Amato is going to... Is he going to improve? He does not. He finishes in P17. Ethan is 3 tenths up currently. This is going to put him into the 7th place if he can hold this. He goes very, very deep through the bus stop. He's going to bleed some of that time, but he should get to 7th, maybe 8th. 8th, he's going to stay 8th. Fair enough. One of the last cars out is Peter Romeo. He's a 10th up currently, chasing pole position. He's P4, 4 tenths shy, but I don't know if he's going to quite get it. He needs 4 tenths. He's only half a tenth up. He needs to absolutely nail the bus stop here if he wants to get an improvement, because he's now actually matching his time exactly. Oh, that's a little bit bouncy through the first bit. I don't think you're going to get it, Peter. It's unfortunate, but you're starting P4. Plenty of chance to improve. Plenty of time to work with here. One of the last cars is Coleman. He's 3 seconds up currently. So he's going to cross the line. This is going to bump him a long way up the order. Up into P27. Well done. Gorgeau is one of the last cars still out. It's telling me he's not improving or anything, so I don't really know. Race control kind of lies to me sometimes, so I am only guessing. The 991 car isn't improving, and that's the only other car out on track actually setting a lap. So nope, his lap is clearly must have been invalid. So I think we're fine. So we're going to be switching session to the race, and I'm going to. Oh, there's a lot of damage in that McLaren as well. Oh my, yeah, he's entering the pit lane. Never mind. Pockets are some rain showers, like 5 minutes. It's been constantly raining throughout the qualifying session, so we'll have to wait and see how the race goes. Michael Thompson was going to sign up for this, but missed the sign up because I was playing iRacing. Real. It's a very valid reason to miss it, to be honest with you. Doing more racing means you miss other races. Yeah, that always happens. Peter, too much slide, 4 tenths up, and yeah, that's the fun part of the rain. There you go, you hear it from the in-game engineer. It is raining for the start of this race. This is going to be interesting to see how long it stays wet. I would do a full grid walk, but it's 40 cars and I'm not doing that. So instead, we're just gonna chill. We'll do like a little. Let's do this. Let's have some fun. We'll just do like a little. Yeah, there we go. We'll just do this. I'm not reading out 40 names, but I will do the top 10 to be honest. So on pole position, Dean Natali in the 73 McLaren on as your pole setter. Race in the 75 Aston is P2. Lopez P3 in the 80 Ferrari. Toga Esports son Peter Romeo, car number 74 in P4. Max Hustle in the 444 Ford Mustang in P5. Zhuig in the number 70 McLaren there. Crescenzo in the 969 Aston Martin, lovely bright pink livery in P7. Toga Academies, Ethan Davies, car number 6 in P8. Camp in the 604 Aston Martin in P9. And Bisters, sorry if I butchered that, I'm really bad with names, in P10. I would do the rest, but that's going to take forever, so we're just going to do a little walk through. This is going to be quite the race. It looks good. At least the very start is going to be wet. I imagine all drivers will be starting on the wet tyres. The practice server's been wet. Qualifying's been wet. No, I don't think anyone expects it to dry up anytime soon. Although the track temp is still quite high, considering. So it's going to be quite interesting for tyres and tyre pressures and game. Hello. Okay. We'll just ignore that. I don't quite know what that was. Hang on a minute. Do I spy a 488? Yes, I do. Hello, Mr. 488. The number 194 Ferrari in the 488. You're a brave man, and I like it. Oh, we've got another Toga Esports driver, Bart. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, Bart, I didn't see you in qualifying. I think you must have just been sitting in the pits. Doing a last to first challenge, I see. Bart Dakar, another Toga Esports driver in the 777. And that is awesome. We're just going to get ready for the formation lap. You can see all the drivers getting prepared. So we're just gonna wait. We are having 2x cycle speed, so some charges are literally 5 to 10 minutes and then drive 15 minutes. Yeah, that's just really up to the ACC weather system. So this is a 10x time multiplier. So it's going to be 24 hours of in-game time over the space of 2 hours 24. So it's going to be interesting to see how the weather system set that up. That'll be spicy. Michael Thompson, let's hope for it's a safe start. It's Spa in the wet. It's probably not. Being real, it's probably going to be terrible. By the way, Max Hustle was driving in our 12-hour race earlier. What? Is he part of like a team for the 12-hour? Is he, and he's just set out to do this? That's interesting. You must love your racing, Max Hustle. Fair play to you. No one's going to stop you. I'd love to have done some racing today, but obviously I'm commentating today and I've been busy all day, so I haven't had the chance to do any racing. I would have done some iRacing this afternoon, but well, it is what it is. Unfortunately, being having to life gets in the way of my sim racing, like I'm sure everyone else knows. So don't worry. Cool. Now, I don't know if what we're doing for live streaming, if we are doing live streaming, so any incidents potentially will have been picked up. There was one incident, but it's already been dealt with by Dexter, so good man. On the ball, as we'll have to see. Yeah, he just got out of the car and got here. Fair play to him. Moreno in Twitch, good luck everyone. Yeah, good luck to all the drivers. Let's hope for a clean start, because we would like to see a clean start, but we also know it's Spa in the wet, and getting a massively chaotic red flag is also kind of hilarious, and good to watch. So we're gonna have to wait and see. So we're just coming round the bottom hairpin for the formation lap. Everyone just trying to get a little bit of heat in their tires, but not too much, because the track temp is still quite high in these conditions, so the tires will likely overheat. at least for this first part before the track starts to cool down. For the night phase, assuming it cools down as much as the drivers may want it to. So, Michael Thompson, any plans for more LMU? Yes, we will be doing more LMU in the future. I think we've discussed where one of the issues is it's hard to get a full grid sometimes, as we saw for the last round of the multi-class series. But we definitely want to do more. We all really like the game. We play the game. I play the game quite a lot. I've managed to get into the intermediate online lobbies to do some WEC racing, which is fun. So yeah, there's definitely plans for it. We're just hoping it's going to pick up a bit more whenever we announce our next stuff. I'm not sure when that's going to be. Mr. Ollie, one of our head admins, he is the man who's doing that. So it'll be up to him when it comes out. But I want to see more because I want to do it, as well as obviously commentating on it. And we also think whenever the driver swap stuff comes out, so that we can do proper endurance racing stuff in LMU, it's going to start picking up more. And hopefully then we can run a lot more races in LMU because we all really like it. Obviously ACC is our main bread and butter. We do for everything pretty much, but if LMU picks up a bit more traction, we'll put on a lot more for it. Because it'd be nice to see. I really enjoy the game, and hypercars are fun. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Yeah, we're all just getting up launch one now. They should be going into 2x2 formation before the bus stop, I believe, so we'll see that any moment. But yeah, Michael, keep an eye on our Discord and our SimGrid page for more LMU stuff. There probably will be at some point in the near future. I'd like to hope so anyway, because I want to do it. Of course, that's assuming I'm not commentating on it. Of course, that comes first sometimes. But yeah, as you can see, all the drivers are getting into 2x2, the standard formation for a rolling start. As you see the Mustang there of Max Hustle getting those tyres weaving a little bit to try and keep any heat he's got in them. Good luck to all the drivers. Yeah, good luck everyone. Thanks, Ethan. Let's hope we have a clean start, although it will be entertaining to have a very chaotic one. I believe there is the chance of a red flag today. Red flag is 20% of the grid, or four or more, or 20%, whichever number is higher. So there may be a red flag. The chance of that is pretty high in these conditions. Michael, it does answer my question. Thank you. I was in the multi-class. Yeah, I remember seeing your name in the multi-class race because I did the commentary for the last race. I believe you were in the GT3. All the drivers getting ready. We're about to go green. Everyone will be sitting at the 70 km/h limit, or 43 mph, I think it is, as we prepare to go racing. We're just waiting for green flag. And we are green. The Mustang, a bit too close to that Ferrari there on the start. May compromise a little bit. Peter getting a good run up into third place. The top few getting through quite well. How are we looking down the order? Oh, a couple of cars a little bit sideways, a few off track as well. Oh, there's a couple of dead cars. What has happened here? There's quite a number of dead cars actually. I would not be surprised if we are red flagged, assuming there is one. Let's have a little replay and see what happened at the back, because that was kind of carnage. Oh, there was a... Whoa, what happened there? Oh yeah, oh, that's quite bad. Oh, that's a lot of cars involved, so... are we running red flag? We are running red flag, I think. Yes, there we go. Everyone has been told to RTG. Anyone who is still out driving, please come to your controlled stop and RTG. Otherwise, you will be forced to the pit lane, so that we can get the race back underway. Oh, that's a horrendous red flag crash. Oh, let me have a look. Oh, I accidentally tried to open iOverlay. Whoops. That's not good. Right, let's have a look at the replay. Let's have a look. While So what happened at the back? So it was an Aston Martin at the back. I think it was. Yeah, here we go. I think it was the triple three. What happened to you? Because I think this was started by you, or you're at least very heavily involved from what I saw. I don't mean to make assumptions, of course. That's only what I saw. Okay, so he's going. Oh, the 193 just drives into him. Oh, that's not good. Hmm. That's on the 193 there. This action here, all of this, that's on you, my guy. That is pretty per. That is pretty per driving from you, my friend. I'm not quite sure what happened up the field. What happened up the field? Let's have a look. Okay, you're fine. Oh, okay, that's something interesting. So this Mustang, he's going 3 wide. Oh, and then the McLaren. Was that the number 23? I think it was. No, 27. Sorry, my bad. He just, yeah, not respecting the number of cars that were there. See from Hurst's point of view, what happens here. Oh, the nine. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's just cars spinning, and you're there. Unfortunate. Yep. There was quite a lot of carnies there, everyone. So good job. Um. Okay. Everyone is in the pits. A few cars with DSQ, but that's because they will not have a. They will not have followed the red flag procedure, and if you don't do that, you'll just get forced back. And you may get penalised for that as well, actually. So, um, yeah, that's some pretty poor driving from people. Zero, can I join the server? You could join our Discord server, yes. If you want to join the race server, you need to sign up for a race in advance. This race has been started already. There's no chance of joining this. You're going to have to go to our Discord and SimGrid pages and sign up for any races you want to join, and then you're put in an entry list to join them, and then you can do so that way. That is how you join it. Um, I'm just checking some stuff. I'm just checking the Discord to see what's happening. Um, yeah, there's quite a lot of contacts to go through. So I think once the cause has been determined, and potential penalties are handed out from this, I don't know exactly what Dex's plan is for that because he's only steered at the moment. Um, we'll get the session restarted and back underway very quickly. It will only take a few minutes at most, so all you get to do is listen to me yap for a while. Quite the action-packed start. Yeah, that was something. I've seen some sketchy starts in my time, but that was interesting. Um, so it was. Let me see. Uh, I'm just checking. Okay, I will. I've got my rating all high up. Been looking for a dedicated server. Yeah, so join our Discord server is in the bio. Come join us. We recently hit 5,000 members on SimGrid as well, so we're hosting an endurance championship for that. Um, in celebration of that, and we've got a bunch of other racing going on as well. We've got a pro series. We've got Ricky Wednesdays coming up again. There's probably more that I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but there's more coming, and we've got a proper endurance like championship coming this year. So keep an eye out for all of that. We've got a lot going on, and obviously all of our races are commentated and live streamed where we have the availability to do so. So obviously we don't have proper live streaming tonight. There's having the availability to get a number of streams in, but Dexter is doing a little bit of it at the start, and then it will all go to report based after that. Um, so he's a one-man band. He will do what he can, but I don't think he's going to do a whole lot, and rightly so. Um,
we have some good conditions.
Sorry, I'm just replying to a message in the Discord to help someone. Cool, yeah. Where is my livery 75? Kenneth, as I mentioned at the start, I was drafted in to do the commentary last minute, and I've been busy all day. I did not get a chance to sync all the liveries, and by the time I got to sit down to my PC, I didn't have time to sync all the liveries. I basically had to go live pretty quickly, so there's not many liveries, only whatever I have on my PC. There was somebody else who was supposed to be doing the commentary, and I believe they had synced deliveries, but they had to back out last minute for personal reasons. And I've been drafted in last minute. That is why deliveries aren't there, because I think because awesome sim racing livery thing takes like 20 minutes to sync deliveries for some unknown reason. I did not have time to do so. So I already apologize for that. We're rolling with what we got at the moment. Uh, do, 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 do. But yeah, sorry. We're back. Session's been restarted. Everyone's getting everything prepared. Getting their setups all any tweaks they may want to make before we go racing once again. Remember, there will not be a second red flag, so your chance for heroics is gone. Do not be a hero. Save your car, because if you get a lot of damage, your race is basically over. Would not recommend going for a silly move at the start of the race. Peter, good luck. Hope you get as good a start you got the first time. Yeah, so Kenneth and Max Hustle, sorry, I don't have your liveries. Again, just didn't have time today. It is unfortunate, but I can't do much about it now. But it's okay, we roll what we got. But we are almost ready to go again. The track is same conditions it was the first time, by the looks of it. So we got 2 hours 24 to go. And we will be going around the formation lap once again. Cool, and we're getting underway once again for the formation lap. So 2 to 3 minutes for the drivers to get their tyres, their brakes all warmed up and ready to go. Because we've lost a bunch of time, we're now at 6:40 p.m. The track temp has went down quite a lot. This will be incredibly beneficial. And as a couple of penalties are coming in, so 30 seconds to car 193 for causing a red flag, we saw that on the replay. And 30 seconds to car 30 for also being part of causing the red flag. So a few separate incidents were the cause of the red flag, and that was the 2 of them. So good luck to everyone once again. Remember, no more red flags. We only do the 1, because doing any more than 1 it just wastes time, and we've got a long race ahead of us. So you just gotta do it, and just again, no heroics on lap 1. Just save the car. You've got 2 hours 24 to make your overtakes. It's better to keep your car in a good, healthy condition for the duration of the race. Cool. So, sorry, just if you hear me go silent, I'm either having a sip of my drink, or my bottle of water, or I'm just checking the Discord for any important race-related messages, or checking race control to see what's happening. Just if you're wondering why, maybe go silent for a moment. There will be a lot of yapping done this race because 2 hours 24 is going to be quite the length of time. But it's all good. That is what we're here for. We're here for fun. Alrighty, so there is one car. The 488 is in the pits. Ben Mertz is in the pits in the 488, which is surprising. Sorry, just replying to a little message there. There will be gaps around quiet. 2 hours 24 alone is going to take. It's going to be a long one, but it's all part of the fun. Alright, so we're almost ready to get underway once again. Everyone is lining back up in the 2x2 formation. Remember, all reports, all incidents are report-based now. So any drivers who have anything to report, please save your replay and report it after the race with video evidence required in the Discord ticketing system. That is how we manage our incidents, and it's the best way to do it so that we can provide fair penalties or appeals to any driver who feels their penalty is unwarranted or unnecessary. Bear in mind, we're all human at the end of the day, so if you feel like it needs to be appealed, appeal it, but please be nice to the stewards. We obviously take time out of our day to do all this, but we're about to get underway once again, rolling down the hill towards Eau Rouge, and we are almost ready to cross the line to go green, and we are away. Green, green, green. Let's go for the second time in this race. You see Peter Romeo side by side going into third place there, getting round the fry around the outside. Lovely stuff. A few cars jigging about, but nothing serious. Oh, there's been a crash again. Remember, no more red flags. Oh, that's incredibly silly from you. Whoever that was that did not even bother to brake for the car that was stationary. That's not good. We've had another big incident. Remember, no red flag. It's all green racing from now. If you were trying to be a hero and you've got damage, that's your own fault. Peter Romeo's down into fourth. He's actually losing out to, let's side by side with the academy driver Ethan Davies. He's gained 3 places on the start. He's been nearly pushed by Max Hustle. Peter Romeo's been relegated to 5th, maybe relegated to 6th, but he's got the inside for No Name. So, and he keeps 5th from the Mustang, but there's a triple wide McLaren. Ethan, this is brave on lap 1. He's got one of them, is 2 wide into Puyon now. Ethan's got both of them. Ethan, you are storming this. He's up in the P2 on lap 1. He's up 6 positions already. As the guy person started on pole, Di Natale is now in 4th place. Oh, as Peter Romeo dives up the outside of him now into the right-left section. As now the Mustang and Max Hustle is going to take advantage of Peter trying to fight. So that's going to let Di Natale go through. Both drivers give each other plenty of room here. Peter, oh, on the curb, it's very wet there. And Peter has been relegated to 6th, but he's got a Mustang coming up his way. Patrick's going to take that position. Peter's down to the 7th. Peter's just been getting all the bad luck on lap 1, but he's keeping the car clean. That's what matters here. But he gets back through past the Mustang. Brilliant move from Peter. Oh, but runs wide of Blanchimont. He's going to have to... He's going to relegate to 6th on lap 1, but that's good. The Mustang getting a very good trail break through into the bus stop. No matter, Peter holds him off as Ethan Davies up 6 positions. Zagablo is gained a position. He's into he's lost position down to 12th. Jonathan Weinberg up into 7th. Max Hussle, he's went past Ian Talley, but he's ran very deep. That's going to let Ian Talley back through, and Peter Romeo has to check up there. The Mustang in his way. It's incredible racing at the start. Looking further down, Crescenzo is off the track. He is well off track, away from other people. Good job. There's the 488 and another Mustang have had a massive collision. Oh, it's all kicking off at the start here. Ethan Davies, what a start you've had, my friend. Start at P8, already into P2. All the cars, and the rest of the cars in the top 8 are jockeying for position now. As Zagablo is trying to get past Salvatore Amato, but Salvatore, he goes very, very deep into Lacombe, but is going to keep the position there. He moves up to P11 from Zagablo. Brilliant start to this race. As Tom Davies in the Lexus trying to fend off Peters in the 5x1 golf-coloured Aston. Oh, is that a McLaren of Scardingo, diving down the inside of Mostyn and getting the position done. That was a very big lunge, but he made it work. Many cars in the pits now. There's 6 cars in the pits. Hang on. There's a big crash there. What's happened there? Hang on. Dean Italia and Max Hussle, what's happened with you? He's on the grass. That's interesting. As Max Hussle goes, did that look like netcode there? They weren't beside each other. Or they weren't close enough to hit each other there. That looked like netcode. That's unfortunate. Max Hussle drops to 8th. Ethan is still fighting with Dominic Gezi. Sorry if I got that wrong. I can't do names. Fighting for P2. Weinberg fighting Patrick for P4. Peter Romeo trying to get back at Dean Talley for P6. As Peter's he's off track and losing a number of positions. What's happened to you? Oh, he's just ran wide. And he's been relegated to the outside, and that's just going to let a number of cars. Oh, he gets a tap from the McLaren. That's what sends him really, really wide there. And look at the amount of positions he's just lost. He's down to 18th now. Gordingo is up into P12, but he's under pressure from, look at the gaggle of cars behind. They're nearly running a 2x2 like the formation lap there for a lot of the time. Really trying to fight for position. As Moss has lost the position, Burnett has gained a position on Peters. Oh, it's all kicking off here at the start of the race. We'd love to see it. Oh, Cooley, what happened to you? There's many cars, a couple of cars off track. Oh, the Porsche's bowling balled him with the help of a McLaren there. He bowling balled the McLaren into him. That is wild. More cars in the pits. Burnett and Peters. Oh, they've both been. Whoa, what has happened here? It's all kicking off. Guys, please, it's only lap 3. There's so many cars in the pit lane already. Oh, Peters, that is really bad. He's just driven straight into the back of the 14 without any care in the world. This is nuts. Spark Car has gained like 15, 16 positions already from the start. Starting from the back. I believe they did not opt to do a lap time at the beginning. Oh my word, this is all kicked off. I am struggling to keep up. Whew. My word, it's all kicking off. As Dean Talley is down into P6. He started P1. Has lost out a number of positions, and he's got Peter Romeo in the Toga Esports car right up him. Oh, he's going to send it around the outside, hoping to stick him with him for the inside, but it's not going to quite work. Peter has to back out a little bit. There's a similar fight re-emerging itself as Peter's he's got. Now, if Max Hussle... Oh, Peter! Oh! Oh, that was it. He got very squarely there on the curb, and he's went a little bit wide as well. He's going to fight this, as it looks like Max also maybe trying to bump draft the McLaren up the straight to try and get past. It's not going to work. The Aston of Peter is just going to hold off the Mustang for now. Di Natale is going to stay in 6th. This is really good racing from you guys. So many cars are in the pits, and few have came back out already. Up the start-finish line, Peter is going to go side by side once again with Di Natale. This is quite... Oh, Peter's going to try and hold it here. He's just going to have to watch for the 444 Mustang, but he's going to slot back in behind. Nicely done. Ethan should have been popcorn for this. Yeah, I couldn't speak fast enough at the start of that. That was nuts. Brookdale, this is a game. This is Assetto Corsa Competizione. Apologies, that was a lot to say in a very short space of time. I'm a little bit winded. I think we've settled down a little bit now. I say that Peters is in the pits as already. Is Max Hustle? Oh, that's a car off the track. Hello. Who are you? That's Camp has just completely missed the com. But Natale, this three-way battle is still raging on between Peter, Natale, and Max Hustle. It just looks like Peter's going to keep the inside there. They're going to touch by the looks of it. That looks like a bite marker already. That's a... Yeah. Oh, that bite marker. Oh. This is getting very close. As Peter tries to send it a little bit down the inside. He's going to do it. Oh, the McLaren gets a slide in the tap. That's going to put Peter off his line a little bit, and that's going to let Max Hustle through. Is he going to keep that position, though? Oh, is Peter's going to try it? Oh, they have a little touch again. Oh, it's all kicking off as Max Hustle went off the track now. He's lost a few positions there. But so has Peter. He's lost 3. They both lost 3 positions. Max Hustle give him a little jink there. Peter, being the gentleman that he is giving the position back. He knows he caused an incident there. He's letting him back through before that. And that is the gentlemanly thing to do. Well done, Peter. As Tom Davis in the Lexus is in P14. I think you've got a little bit of war paint on you, my guy. I thought I saw you. Kenneth Reyes is 2.3 seconds in the clear of Dominique Gaese. And right behind Ethan Davies and Togo Academy car, there is a bite marker in between the 3 of them. That is the back marker of Dixon Hurst. He's in P31. So he will have to get out of the way at some point for blue flags. As Zagablo is past Di Natale, but Di Natale's back under pressure from Max Hustle once again, and Peter Romeo now. As Amato has gained a position. Burnett's lost a couple. Yashin has lost a position. He may lose 2 here. That Mustang looks like it's seen better days. He's got a little bit of front end damage, and the Mustang needs the little front air. Oh, there's a big crash. Oh, what's happened here? I'm going to look out for Peter Romeo because there was about 4 cars involved there. Oh, they all went off. Oh, hang on, we're gonna have to go to the replay for this quickly. Let's quickly do that because we need to see that. Let's see that from Peter's point of view. So they all go wide. The McLaren just smacks the wall. There's another car there. What McLaren is that? That's Di Natale, but who? So he just runs off and just skates. Is that the 24? 34? Who are you? That's you. What happened to you? Did you have like a... Yeah, oh yeah, just lost it in the wet. Then he was obviously collected up with the number of cars. Yeah, well, he was a passenger in that one, unfortunately, but that was a massive crash. That has relegated a lot of those cars all the way down the bottom. Oh, what's happened to you, Tom? Oh, that happened more than 30 seconds ago. That's not helpful. That Lexus, oh my word, the damage on that thing is wild. That is insane. Max also GG. That looked incredibly unfortunate, man. That McLaren hitting the wall caught you, and then the other. There's just so much happening there. It was hard to figure out, hard to even see what happened there, as Tom is just limping that Lexus around the track. I really want to know what happened to you, Tom, because your car looks like it's in some horrendous shape. Oh, wow. Did the game not inform you of a yellow flag? That's insane. Yeah, there's probably going to be quite a few reports in this race, I would imagine. There's been quite a lot happening. And it looks like none of that was the Mustang's fault of Max Russell. It looks like he was... Not the Black Mustang, I was rooting for him. Yeah, none of it looked like his fault. The McLaren bounced off the wall back into him, and then obviously that Lexus came over the top of Ori's Radeon and just drove straight into him. That is unfortunate, but what can you do, really? As we're starting to go into the night time, we are 9:45 p.m. The track is dropped all the way to 18 degrees track temp, so this is going to make it very interesting for a lot of the cars. A lot of the drivers. Who's got the tire temps correct to last through the night? As Misha Romanchuk in the Aston Martin is in 15th, got Lopez for company, and he's chasing down Crescenzo. Sorry, I can't do words apparently right now. In 14th, they're in a little battle chasing down Burnett in P13. Peter Romeo overtaken Coleman. Peter has got... I don't think his car is too badly damaged. Unless he was in the pits. He might have been in the pits. I think he might have been. Yeah, he's done one pit stop. Well, no, everyone's on a pit stop because everyone was forced to pit, so... No, he hasn't pitted, but I think he's got some damage on his Aston Martin. Not a ton by the looks of it, but he has got some. Crescenzo forever, #1. Yeah, nice one. Love to see the support for some of the drivers in the chat. We'll keep an eye out for him. He's doing pretty well so far, keeping his nose out of trouble. So that's the key with a race like this. Longer races, it's more about keeping the car, surviving with the car, rather than making very flashy overtakes. You know, sometimes it's maybe about fighting another day kind of thing, rather than going for that overtake immediately. You know, that kind of thing. But again, everyone's entitled to do whatever they like. I suppose as long I say that with a pinch of salt. Obviously, don't just ram cars because that's not sportsmanlike. But you know what I mean. If you want to fight, you can fight. So yeah, okay. Let's calm down a little bit. We got a lot of stuff happening very quickly. As the fight for the lead is still on, Kenneth Reyes just holding Dominique Gazet. Sorry if I'm getting that wrong, I sincerely apologise. About 8/10 behind. Ethan Davies, he's about 3.5 seconds back. Has fallen back a little bit. Still doing a great job though, because they only started P8. Romanzik got back past Crescenzo. I think they're having a little bit of a scrap here. Let's go Cook, Team WRT. Who is that? Oh, it's Peter Romeo, who's just got past Yashin. I think the Mustang of Yashin has got a bit more damage than he does. I am slightly blind. Sharkbait got... let me know what car number your guys are running, because I can't see that name anywhere.
Right, so today...
Oh, that's my YouTube, ignore that. My YouTube tab accidentally clicked on it. Whoopsie daisies. Hopefully no one heard that. Not said anything bad, just because it was very loud. It came through my ears. Quite the volume. Oh, there 20. Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm incredibly blind. I apologize. Yes, user currently running P25. A little bit of damage in the front of the car there, but doesn't look too serious. That is the key. Again, as long as you can stay away from some severe damage, that is really what you want to do. You want to stay away from getting a ridiculous amount of damage. Oh, there is some live steering going on. I can just checking. So there will be penalties coming through. I saw one coming through there. The car 331 got 40 seconds for major contact multiple cars involved. I saw it come through there on the actual screen. And that will be for lap 1, obviously. Incidents are doubled. So, if anyone's curious, you can, and wants to, part of this racing is curious where you can see these penalties, we have a penalties channel for the roll. You can go and see it. So, bear in mind, all lap 1 contacts are doubled. This is to deter people from making silly things on lap 1. So 40 seconds for car 331, major contact, multiple cars involved. 10 seconds for car 65, minor contact, push to pass. 15 seconds car 34, significant contact position gain. 30 seconds for car 65, unsafe rejoin, multiple cars involved. 15 seconds for car 65, significant contact position gain. 30 seconds for car 69, major contact position gained. 10 seconds for car 604, minor contact position gained. Drive-through for car 127, unsafe rejoin, mayhem. So that is the current penalties that are coming through. Some have already been applied, some are still to be applied, but that's what I can see in my penalty sheet. So they will be coming through if they aren't already. So that is good. So we're having a look at the fight for the top 10 now. Cortez is holding off Mostyn and Dogak for P10. Both cars looking to try and find a way past. Brian, I wish I could drive in the race. Aviation Clan, same, but I play on PS5. Yeah, unfortunately we don't do console, we only do PC. To run both is quite a lot of overhead for us. And we don't really, we can't really support both at the moment. There is a car just going slow on the track, the 127. It needs to get out of the way quickly. Brian, if you're on PC, feel free to join our Discord, our SimGrid page, and sign up for events if you're on PC. That is, of course, if you're on PC. If you're not, unfortunately, we only accommodate for PC players. Oh, as this number 78 car is going up the inside, E-Ray is going up the inside of Cortez. But it looks like he's going to keep it for the second. He does, as Mostyn actually got into P10 there from all that stuff at the bus stop. He's got through into P10. Oh, he's went off track though, but he's starting to pull away a little bit from Cortez and E-Ray, but he's coming back at him here. The fight is on. It's now 11 PM at night. The track temp is 17 degrees now. It was 12 degrees lower than it was 25 minutes ago. As the McLaren's on the inside, but he's going to have the... Oh, this is great racing from the pair of them. They're giving each other just enough space. It looks like the Ferrari is going to keep it. At number 33, Cortez keeping that position. Well done. Our two esports drivers, Peter Romeo and Bart, 17th and 18th at the moment. Obviously Peter Romeo was fighting at the front when he was involved in that massive collision at the top of Erosion Rallyon a few laps ago. As Yashin is still dropping places, he's down in P22 now. And may drop more places as Coleman is off track. Oh, what happened to you? Did you just not... What happened to you? Oh, yep, the wet grass slash curb plus braking late is not a good combination. Well, at least it's calmed down a little bit now, so I don't have to like try and ramble off 1,000 things at once. As the lead battle is still on, Kenneth has got a half a second gap to the number 70 McLaren behind him. And the number 70 McLaren P2 Geezy has actually got the fast lap of the race at 2:26.5. Therefore, looks to be a bit racy, so the Aston Martin has got to watch out a little bit, as Ethan's still sitting about 3.5 back from the pair of them, but he's in a comfortable P3 currently, which is what we love to see. And the try time just keeps dropping. It's down to 16 now. It's going to keep getting colder, especially in these damp conditions. The track's still damp, and it still says it's raining. It's harder to see in the dark, but looks to be raining. Anyone and everyone who's in watching, give the streams a like, a follow, subscribe, you know, all the good stuff. Keeps us happy, keeps us going. And remember, we had driver of the day, so if you want to vote for your driver, you want to do, I'm going to put it in the chat, it's just for YouTube and Twitch only. You do, hang on, you do exclamation mark vote, and then space and the car number you want to vote for. So, yeah. So you want to vote for the car number. Has that actually cast my vote already? Let's see. Maybe it has. If it's cast my vote already, ah well. I was trying to show everyone the voting thing, but yeah, I don't think we have it implemented in our TikTok stream. I don't. Hayden, the boss man, does all that. So cool. Oh, there's a little bit of a battle. Looks like the McLaren is trying to vie for the lead. The more these two fight, Ethan is going to catch up a little bit. It looks like he's been a little bit conservative for a bit, and he can be right to do so. But if these two keep fighting the way they look to be doing, Ethan might just have a chance to catch them. And then that could play into his favour a little bit. As Lopez has got past Barrow for P17, Yishan is in the pits, Cooley is in the pits. Remember, there is one mandatory pit stop for this race. Is Ethan's off? Oh, what's happened to you? Did you have the obligatory Eau Rouge Radeon spin? Yes, you have. But it looks like you kept out of the wall, which is good. And you're off track safely, which is nice. You have lost a position, so Patrick Bishters is in P3 in the podium spots. Ethan Davies now rallying to P4 with Weinberg right behind him. So you're going to have to go back into defensive mode now, Ethan. It's okay, he kept out of the wall, which is what you want. So Cortez is under pressure from Romanzik for P12 now. I see a couple of cars driving out of the pit lane. Both of these drivers in the AM category, so this is actually for AM class lead here, depending on who comes out on top. The gap is sitting about 3/10, and the last lap Romanzik was 3 seconds faster, so I'm assuming Cortez had a bit of an incident or a spin. The Super Crescensko. Love to see some fans in the chat, which is great. It's what we love to see. I am just checking, make sure everything's good. Yep, we're all good. How to vote the best team. So if you look up in the Twitch chat there, Moreno, you'll see I've done exclamation mark vote space and then the car number. So for example, if you want to vote for Res in P1 currently, you do exclamation mark vote space 75. Do that for the car that you want to vote for. So say it's like 103 or 99, you know, that's how you vote for that, and that will come up on the team driver of the day thing on the left hand side of the screen. I already messed up my vote, so it's counted a vote for nothing, which is great. I'm gonna blame Hayden for that one because he built it, I believe. It's his fault. I don't think he'd be too happy with me saying that, but it's fine. It is what it is. I am just looking. See if any more penalties are coming through. Not just this moment. Sorry, oh, I was looking at that. I didn't even see Romanzi get past. How did that happen? Let's have a little look. How did you get past? Sorry, I was looking at the other screen there. While that happened... Oh, the Ferrari slowed down way too much there. What was that about? Not quite sure what that was, but Romanzi's taking the lead of the class. Sorry, Barrow had a moment, but we're still in replay mode. There we go, we're at replay mode. Barrow had a moment, but he's fine. Peter Romeo back onto P15. He's overtaking Crescenzo, or Crescenzo, sorry, I keep butchering that name. Who's at P16, still running well. Staying out of incidents, which is what you want, primarily. They're both chasing down Nathan Burnett in P14. What percent is this race pace? So the race pace is... You're looking at high 2-minute 27s because we're in the wet. I don't know what that translates to in terms of race pace in the wet. Let me see if ACC has a ACC Spa wet race time percent. So it's basically said about 10 seconds off your best lap is about the rough estimate. So these guys are probably running about the top guys are probably running about 101, 102%. In terms of race pace, and then obviously it goes a bit further down. A few of the guys probably running 103, 104. That's probably where we're at. Let's actually check SimGrid. SimGrid, I think our thing says it. Oh no, it doesn't. But I think it's like probably the lowest times are roughly about 105%. For maybe the guys that aren't the quickest. But that's nothing bad on them. That's just what it is. As Reyes he's sort of like disappeared a little bit. He's 3 seconds up the road now, and Weinberg has actually got past Ethan. He's lost 4 seconds to him. I think he may have cooked his tires a little bit with that massive spin up Eau Rouge, and he has Camp on his tail now to follow at the top 5. But he's still 3 positions from where he started, so he's doing well. As Marco, oh, you've had a spin. What happened to you? Oh, that's an interesting rejoin attempt. But you're at least staying off the track, so that's something. And we're back out of replay mode. As Burnett, Peter Romeo's got past Burnett, and he's got Crescenzo on his tail. The pink Aston Martin is hard to miss even when it's dark. So, wasn't going to make a move from that far back, but he's going to size up a move, I'm sure. Because he looks to have some pace on him, which is what you want to see. As you can see, there's a few cars who have served their man very stop at the bottom. Oh, as Mark Cooley is off again. That's at Lacombe. I wonder how that's happened. Oh, please. Yeah, good man. Waiting to rejoin. That's what we love to see. Max Alonso unfortunately down to P35. He was in the pits for a lot. He was in the pits for 5 minutes. That's how much damage he had, which is explains why he's so far down the order. From what I could tell, no fault of his own. Just caught up in some pretty serious incidents. As Crescenzo is still trying to find a way into the top 15. Just a few tenths behind. Burnett in 15th, as we have Davies under pressure now from 2 cars. Camp and Zagablo are right up his tail. I will be back in 1 moment, bear with me. But enjoy this battle while I'm away. I will be back in 2 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Oh, okay. Moreno, why are the votes not coming up on the screen? That's a very good question. Why are they not coming up on the screen? I am honestly not sure. Is this something I've done? I don't think so. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if if there's something I've missed for the driver of the day thing. It could be my fault, to be quite honest with you. I'm just checking because I am a little bit stupid. Okay, hang on, 1 moment. I have been a little bit silly. Bear with me, Moreno, I've done something stupid. There we go. So I might need to slightly fix my OBS a little bit here. Okay, that might fix that, maybe? Possibly? Sorry, I'm just replying to a message quickly. Yeah, okay, let's see. Is that fixed it? I'm not sure. Hang on, let me try this now. I might have broke driver of the day. Oh no. Well, there wouldn't be a Toga stream if I didn't mess something up. That's always fun. So I copied the overlay. Let me see, let me turn it off and on again. Yes, Funny, be a software engineer and saying turn it off and on again. That's always funny. Right, let me see. Right, let me try and fix this. I am a little bit silly. Yep, with that and that. Right, if it doesn't come up now, I think I might have broken it, and I apologise. Who'd you vote for? I'll try and keep manual track of the votes. That's how we're gonna do driver of the day today. So let me try and do that. One moment. I need to find a piece of paper. That would also help, wouldn't it? Gotta use the tools we have available to us. So you voted for car 33. You voted for car 28. And I've obviously voted for car number 6, so let's see, any other votes? I don't think so. Anyone who wants to vote for driver of the day, just say you're voting for car number. TikTok shot, you can do this as well. Just say I want to vote for this car number. I'll write it down in a sheet manually because I seem to have broken the driver of the day system today, so Hayden's not going to be happy with me. But it'll be fine. As Sardigno is in the pits, interestingly, as Pradella is also in the pits. He's got a drive-through. I wonder, is that his penalty finally been applied? Because I saw he had a number of penalties. Is Tom Davis back on the P30 after his massive crash, overtaking Marco for P30? Sardigno has followed in the order a little bit. Ethan Davies was overtaken by Camp during that process, immediately leaving and coming back. Zagallo is in P7, chasing him down, trying to get that to sort itself out, but looks like Camp is pulling away a little bit. He's got a second on Ethan so far. But yeah, Moreno, I think the reason it's not coming up is because I've broken it. I forgot to put the right browser source on, and I think it's not working anymore. Because I'm not particularly smart. Well, I am smart. I just forgot to update it before I started the stream because I'm in such a fluster all day. So I'll keep track of who wants to vote for who in the chat, so please do that. Yeah, Ethan's fallen about a second back from Camp. So unfortunately, Ethan seems to be falling in order a bit. I wonder, are his tyres cooked? It's entirely possible, but he'll not want to pit just yet. I wonder who's going to go for the one stop or the two stop, as Marco's under pressure from Renault in the Mondego Racing 87 Ferrari, looking to get up from P32. As there's another car off, and you're just going slowly. Maybe I'm assuming you had a spin at Blanchimont number 96 is what's happened there, as the field is spreading out quite a bit now, so not a lot's going to be happening for a fair bit of this. Oh, it is working now. Oh, nice one. Ren, are you driving this race, or your car? Because I don't see a number 28 here. Oh, your car number 33. Okay, so that's who you voted for. Well, okay. Well, I suppose maybe your car. It's fine. I know who you voted for. Never mind. Ignore me. But it's now working now that it's updated itself. That's good to know. Slash vote. Oh, it says I've already voted. That's helpful. Thanks, game. It's okay. But no, that seems to be actually working now. So we've got a vote for driver of the day. 1 second. I might move that slightly because move it to there for now because it's blocking the order a little bit. There we go. Look at that technology. Oh, there's Ethan's back into P5. What happened to Cam? Oh, I'm so sorry. I keep missing things because I'm too busy messing around with stuff. Lord Beerus, what's this? So this is a one-off sim race at Spa. It's a 2.4-hour race, simulated over a 24-hour period, on Assetto Corsa Competizione on PC. If it's something you'd be interested in, stay and watch. If you want to get involved in sim racing, if that's your thing, come join our Discord, join our SimGrid page, and get involved. Oh, as Ethan is going side by side with the Aston Martin of Zagablo for P5, and Ethan actually is going to fend him off here, and the 604 is coming into play. So it's going to be a three-way battle for the top 5 once again. As Camp is now fighting with Zagablo, but Zagablo defending well there as the back marker BMW is letting them go, which is what you want. The back markers have been very good this race so far. Now let me see. Sorry, I'm going to look and see if the penalties have been added into the penalties channel again. They have. Alright, so some more penalties for you all. Oh, actually, I'll wait till this battle's over because Aston Martin goes side by side. It's Gablo and Camp. Oh, they may be looking to go 3 wide here as he's cut the other Aston off completely. Oh, they're getting very, very close for comfort there. Ethan doing a great job to hold P5 there from both Aston Martins. They were really, really gunning for it. It is still raining. It has not stopped raining. If it does, I would be surprised. At this point, there hasn't been a sign of the rain stopping at all. Ethan putting a tiny bit of distance between both Astons here. That'll give him a little bit of breathing room that he needs. Okay, a couple more penalties. 5 seconds for car 27, minor contact position gain. 5 seconds for car 99, minor contact position gain. 15 seconds for car 11, major contact, multiple cars involved. 10 seconds for 551, significant contact position gained. 10 seconds for car 969, major contact position not gained. 5 seconds for car 83, moving under braking, slight contact. 10 seconds for car 34, collision with a faster car, blue flagged. So blue flag, car 34 being a blue flag car has caused contact with a car lapping them, which is not what you want to see. So that's a few more of the penalties coming in. I think there's probably still more. Cool. Yeah, the driver of the day seems to be working again, which is nice to see. Cool. Alright, so the top 2, or P1 is checked out. Kenneth Reyes is 8 seconds in the lead now. He's running away from Dominic Gacy, who's a P2, and 4 seconds behind that, Patrick Bisters. Sorry if I got that wrong, I can't do names. 4 seconds behind that. 10 seconds behind him is Wienberg in P4. Zagablo or Ethan Davies either off for P5 here, as Zagablo's got ahead of him up Kemmel Straight. Once Ethan got to deal with that, Zagablo takes P5. And Ethan's now the McLaren in the Aston Martin sandwich, as they would say. Oh, getting a little bit squirrely out there. It's hard to tell the track is still wet. At times there when it's dark. We are at 3 AM now in game time. Still a long way to go, an hour and 38 minutes still to get through in this race. Obviously we will see a handful of driver swaps, so this is a 1 or 2 driver race. So as you can see, there's a few cars with 2 drivers on it, one being P14, M Cortez and N Moreno. That's a 2-driver team. There's a lot of 1-drivers teams who are doing this solo. Oh, there's been a crash. Who's crashed? The driver that I was just speaking of has crashed. Oh, you're not holding your brakes. Hold your brakes when you crash. That poor Porsche has been killed for no reason. Oh, that's unfortunate. As Crescenzo is in the pits, serving a pit stop by the looks of it. Bartakar up to P14. I believe you've gained 22 positions this race. Romancic's gained 24. So just keeping it clean. These guys are making up positions. Weinberg in the pits for I'm going to assume most cars are going to be two stopping this race, because that would make the most sense. Now, let me see. What else is happening anymore? Cool. Not seeing any more penalties coming through. We may be at the end of live shooting. I don't honestly know. I would say we are if there's nothing more coming in. Sorry, I meant to switch car there while I was looking at that. Zwieberg is dropping down the order. So Ethan has fallen a little bit back from Scablo, about 1.4, and Camp is about a second back from Ethan. So a little bit of a gap formed between those three cars, so they're not fighting just as much at the moment. So they may come back on each other, as it seems they've already came together a few times to have a little bit of a scrap, which is great to watch, of course. Peter going back into P11 after his very interesting excursion. Obviously, it didn't look to be his fault. He was just sort of caught up in all the carnage at the top of Eau Rouge. He's got a little bit of front-end damage to the Aston, but looks to be just soldiering on. He is 5 seconds behind Romanzik for the top 10, but Romanzik's got a 30-second penalty, remember. So Peter, post-pit stop, will be in the top 10, and Mostyn has got a 5-second penalty as well, so Peters needs to keep applying the pressure here because he's faster than pretty much. He was actually one of the fastest. He was actually the fastest car on track last lap. So he just needs to keep this up, and he's doing well. As Weinberg comes out P14 behind Bart Dakar. But Romantic is closing in on Mustang, so it's going to be interesting to see that little battle form up. As Crescenzo, who's completed a pit stop, is now in a fight with a few other cars. Marco and Reno. He's trying to fend off from both of them and looks to be doing a good job. He got the position. So, as Bertez on the 488 has spun at turn 1, unfortunately, as the Aston he's comfortably got that position. The car head is a back marker. As Tina tallies it down at P25, started out on pole, had that unfortunate incident at Eau Rouge, hit the wall, collected a few cars, and spent a bunch of time in the pits repairing damage. Dixon Hurst P22, Yishan is catching, looking to make a move. As Mustang, E-Ray, Bilsters and Geezy are all in the pits. A lot of people jumping into the pits. I would assume to do one of two stops from the time left on the board. I would imagine they're not going to have enough fuel to do the rest of the race on what they've got. So the 194 is spinning again. Are you on? What tires are you on? Are you on dry tires? You genuinely might be, the way you were sliding that car about. Nope, you're on wet tires. Must have just been where you caught the curb on corner exit, which, yeah, entirely possible. Crescenzo P26 is still fending off two cars. A lot of cars in the pits, a lot of activity happening now. This is the main battle happening on track at this very moment. Is Reno and Marco in P28 or 27 and 28 respectively are trying to catch Crescendo and overtake him. Currently not looking like it's going to happen. He seems to have the pace in the Aston to keep ahead. Lovely stuff. Alright, yeah. So, oh, car 33 has got a stop go 30 for speeding in the pit lane. That is an in-game penalty applied for speeding too much over the pit line. As the Ferrari of Renault is made a mistake through Lecombe there, and the Aston of Marco flashing him there, potentially in frustration, trying to get past. But that car ahead is a blue flagged car, I believe, and is still not got out of the way of Crescenzo. Remember, blue flag cars have to do it, have to get out of the way within a lap at most, or where convenient to do so. And it can be reported if a car is not letting you through because of blue flags. You can report it, and they will be penalised for it. So, if you find that that you need to penalise a bike marker, open a report, and the stewards will look at it to determine if a penalty is necessary. Sorry, I'm just reading things as we go. Yeah, that back marker. Oh, as Crescenzo goes very, very, very wide there. And that may let Renault pass, and potentially not by the looks of it. Looks like the Aston Martin has got it covered. Who is that? That's that back marker. Oh, that's a Ferrari moment at Eau Rouge right there. Hold your brakes, please. Why do cars not know how to hold their brakes? I don't understand this. I wonder what car that is then. That is... Oh, it's a car that's actually lapped them, but isn't making any progress. That's what it is. I thought it was a bike marker, but it's not. Fastest lap of the race has been set by Zhuwig in P9. A 2:26.5, which is incredibly good. Peter Romeo in P7. I suspect he'll be going for the one stop after his excursion, and being in part of that crash, that massive crash. He probably will not be going for a two stop now. Cool. Alright. Apologies, doing this length of race solo is difficult, because it gets to the point where there's not a lot to talk about. You sort of gotta yap for a bit. So, Zhuwig is under pressure from Patrick for P9, as Romanzic's in the pit lane from P7. Gonna drop him back in the order a little bit, as Zhuwig is under a little bit of pressure. So the Mustang looks a bit racy. The last lap he was a bit faster, so McLaren driver has got to be careful as he goes very wide, and the Mustang's got a very good run. Oh, he nearly takes him out on the way past. That Mustang looked very, very slippery, but he's got the position. It looked a little bit off track as well. Don't know if Zhuwig wants to report that after the race, to see if he can penalise that for potentially overtaking on track. I've only seen a glance at it. Don't say my word is gospel, please. But that's what it looked like just from that moment alone. As Lopez in the pits. My apologies. As Barrow in P7 is under a bit of pressure from both Patrick Bisters and Jouet, both chasing him down for P7.
Definitely too wet for dries anyway.
Okay, so what's happened to... I keep looking at my other screen. Patrick has got past Barrow. He's just stormed past him as he's now under pressure from Jouet. When did Barrow last pit? It must have been a while ago. It was an hour and 6 minutes ago. He hasn't pit in a while. He's probably due a pit stop any moment now. I wonder, is he going to try the one-stop approach? I believe the Ferrari can do the one-stop approach if you fuel save correctly. I know the Porsche is probably the other car that could do it. Most other cars will probably require, at the very least, a second pit stop to splash and dash of fuel, depending on how you fuel save. But it looks like most drivers and most cars are going for the just the full two-stop approach, which isn't a bad idea. Gives you fresher tires for longer. It just means you have to offset a pit stop time though to get it to work right. It's a gamble, but it could be a good one. Really depends on how they go about it. Oh, as the Ferrari goes very off track there. That might give the McLaren the urgency it needs to get past. Still quite a few drivers with penalties to serve at their pit stops because they haven't stopped since they acquired the penalties. Oh, I'm just starting to get into the morning time now. It's 5:30 in the morning in game time. Starting to see the rain a bit more clearly. That's still falling. Track temp is still hovering around 17 degrees. Probably will do for a little while yet, and then probably start going up. As Barrow just goes very wide, taking the NASCAR equivalent line. If you know Watkins Glen, you know, to take Pooh on there. Not the most optimal line, as you can tell. As Jimmy's just got past already, cleared him by a second. As Camp is under pressure from Ethan again. Ethan about half a second back from him now. I wonder, has Ethan preserved his tyres a little bit more, and probably still has a little bit more left in the tank in terms of those tyres and the terms of the grip they've got, compared to, oh well, going off track like that doesn't help, but who knows. Who did Ethan just let through there? Ethan just let a back marker through, I think. He's fallen back a little bit. There's another back marker there who's going incredibly slowly on track. That's not safe at all, but okay. Yeah, so Ethan's up now about a second back still. just not really anything happening. There's a couple of cars in the pits. Nick Lucia and William in the pits with some pretty hefty damage. Max Hustle started obviously near the start of the grid, is in P29, trying to work his way back up the order a little bit. Quite impressive that you're still going. Most drivers would have given up by now. Oh, hang on a minute. Ethan's just got past camp. What happened here? Oh, he just went incredibly deep into the bus stop. Ethan just capitalizing on that fully there, got past without a problem. That is Ethan back into P3. Of course, they will have to pit, and Patrick and Zhuik will probably get past again because they have already pitted and they're not too far behind. Well, they're a little bit far behind, but the pit stop here is quite long because I think you have to do it like 45 to 50 seconds trundling around at pit stop speed. So you lose quite a lot of time just driving through the pit lane, never mind stopping. You can tell. Oh, Ethan's got some damage as well. When did he pick that up? I thought I would have saw that. Maybe that's why he fell off a little bit in the middle. Oh, nice hold, nice hold. He's having to lose that position once again, but he held it, kept out of the wall. That's the more important thing. We're more than halfway through the race now, so Ethan will be probably looking to pit soon. Hang on, 2 hours 24, an hour 12, so about 8 minutes to go until halfway through. So I think if Ethan's doing the one stop, which from what I can tell, that's exactly what he's doing, he needs to just make it another 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes, and then pit. If he can't do that, he'll just have to do a splash and dash right at the end. The 488's had another spin. No issues there. Oh, Tom Davies. Oh, was that a hit? Were you hit? And oh. You were? Oh, that's per from the 80. That's very, very per. Spinning, just driving into the back of a car like that, not great. Oh, hello. As Mattis had a little bit of a spin there. He's lost competition. He was in P11. He's now fallen to 13th. Ethan getting back within a second range of Camp at the moment. Yep, no more penalties, so from about lap 5 onwards, it's all post-race steering by the looks of it, so most of the penalties will be coming post-race, because there was still quite a lot of contact after the race finished, or after the live steering finished, so I would expect a few penalties coming through, a few reports coming through, so that therefore, you know, a few penalties in that regard, assuming penalties are required. So, I just have to check something here. Sorry, I'm having to house hunt, so I have to quickly reply to a message. Cool. Sorry, I just had to reply to that there. It was a friend of mine. Cool. Oh, Ethan getting a wee vote in for Ethan Davies. Nice one. I tried to vote, but I think I busted my part of the driver of the day. So hopefully your votes will count. I really hope it does. If it doesn't, can we get a blame Hayden in the chat? Because that's exactly what I'm going to do. It looks like it's not working on YouTube for some reason. So, sorry Hayden, you're getting blamed. Blame Hayden. It's his fault. Even though even though I didn't put the right browser source in for this race for the overlay, but you know, it's still his fault. The top 6 still yet to pit. We're almost reaching halfway point. And once we reach halfway point, Ethan, nice one. Get the blame Haydens in while you can. Gotta blame Hayden. Go over to Twitch chat, Ethan, and do it there because it looks to work on Twitch, but not on YouTube because the guys who voted did it on Twitch. So go try it there, see if it works. But yeah, the top 6 still yet to pit, so they should be pitting shortly. We're almost halfway. We're about 3.5 minutes to halfway through, and it's almost 7 AM again. You can see the rain a bit more clearly, and the temp is starting to rise. We're at 18 degrees now. So, the temperature's going to start rising, and the tire's going to start overheating again if they have not prepared properly for the changing conditions in the pit stops. So we'll give it a go there. Yeah, just to see if it works, because a couple of guys voted over there and it worked. So see if it's just YouTube chat just being, well, sorry, no, if it's Hayden, not blaming him, you know. Yeah, these 6 when they pit will shuffle the order a little bit, but it looks like the leader, Kenneth Reyes, is checked out. He's 45 seconds clear of P2 currently. Obviously, when he pits, that's going to come dramatically down to probably Patrick Bisters and Zewig. They're probably going to be the running second, third. Or maybe even first, depending on how they undercut him. But they may have to take another pit stop. You see, so this is where all the strategy stuff comes into play here. So yes, Kenneth's tires will be dead, but it will save him having to do a second pit stop if he can get away with it. Oh yeah, it looks like voted for Ethan will work. Yeah, so it's just a blame Hayden on YouTube chat then. Okay, blame Hayden. So if you want to use driver of the day, anyone who's listening, go over to Twitch chat and do it there, please. YouTube chat doesn't seem to want to work, so give it a go there if you want to vote for your driver of the day. We currently have a couple of votes in there, so give it a go if you want to see your driver get driver of the day, or at least in the running for it. We have a battle for P23. Tom Davis is under pressure from Crescenzo in the bright pink Aston Martin. They're 2/10 of a gap, so we're just going to see what the Aston can do here if he can get past the Lexus without punting him like the Ferrari did before. Speaking of said Ferrari, he's now in the pit lane, and he's actually leaving the pit lane, so he's got in and out and pitted and left again, so both cars just holding fire for now, and we're giving blue flags for Max Husselton in P29, who hasn't pitted yet. He's had a horrid race. Unfortunately for him, he'll only fall further. Well, he might not fall further in the order after pitting. Maybe not. There's a minute to the car behind him. So Tversky's actually lost a place. Cook has lost a place. Dixon Hurst is gaining from whatever happened there. A couple of cars in the pits. Bero's in the pits. Sardigno's in the pits, and we are just about to hit halfway. And you're about to hear from the race director. Nope, you're not apparently. We are halfway into the race. 1 hour 12 to go. Of this race. Oh, we're only halfway there. It's a long old race, but that is part of the fun. Just having a look around. Davies just looks to be fending off the Aston there, as Yeshin has been passed by Gutierrez in the 80 Ferrari. Yeshin, does he have damage? I don't think so. He maybe made a slight mistake. As we're having a look, as Camp comes into the pits from P3. As Tom's still under pressure from the Aston Martin behind. Sorry, just grabbing a sip of my beverage there. Yep, that's Camp in. Peter Romeo also in the pits for his pit stop. To get that one stop out of the way. So the ones still left to pit are the top 4. I would imagine they cannot have not that much fuel left to go much further. I would say they maybe have a lap or 2 of fuel at most. I would say they would not have any more than that. I would be incredibly shocked if they did. As you see there, the leader is in the pits. There we go. So it's going to be interesting to see where they come out. There's a Gabo P2. Can't have much fuel left either. Wonder does it tell us how much fuel they've got? No, it doesn't. Oh, I thought it might. That would have been funny. But yeah, so I would imagine he's coming into the pits as well. Ethan as well, he's got damage as well to fix, so I'd imagine he'll be doing that. Amato has been driving a great race, he's up into P4, obviously still has to pit yet, but he's doing a great job. As Peter Romeo is going to be coming out of the pits now, he's just hit the pit exit line. Is coming out in P12, that's a great recovery from like the mid-20s after that collision at the top of Eau Rouge. And the top 2 are in. Zagablo is now in as well. I would imagine Ethan is in just behind. He is. I would not be surprised. Amato is still going. That is interesting. I wonder, does the Ferrari have another lap of fuel in him to keep going? That is impressive. Bart Dakar up in P15. He has driven a mega race. Has gained 21 positions this race so far, but is under a little bit of pressure from the 991 Ferrari behind him of Fuese. Sorry if I got that wrong. Sardingo has crashed at the bus stop. Oh, that's not... Sorry, I have to go back to the battle here. The 2 wide as Fuese. He must have got a better run out of turn 1 and has got past Bart. Bart's now down to P16. Still a good race. Crescenzo and Davies going off there. Sorry, I hope that message I just got does not show up. As Hurst is in the pits for the first time. Okay, but he's got a 40-second penalty to serve. Oh, hello, Mike. Welcome in. You've missed something. It's the best way I can describe it. Ethan and Zagabo's coming out of the pits now. Ethan's still in the pits. I think he was fixing a fair amount of damage as Amato's in the race lead. Remember, he still has to pit Out of all the drivers that need to still serve a pit stop, he is one of them. There's only a handful of drivers still need to actually serve their mandatory stop. Amato, I would imagine, has to pit this lap. You can hear him driving quite conservatively there. He's not really putting the power down all that much. I would imagine it's taking it a little bit easy. Ethan is coming out in P10. He's actually lost a few places there, but he did have damage to fix, so there's no surprise there. As Zhuwing and Weinberg are running 4th and 5th, but they look they're teammates. So they're probably going to hold fire. They're not going to fight each other too hard. I would assume Amato is pitting this lap. If he has fuel to go again, how do you have fuel to go again, my man? That is impressive. I know the Ferrari does very well on its fuel, but you've been on a mega stint so far. As the two Vivid Global Racing cars running 4th and 5th, doing a great job. Cook for WRT in P21 has a bit of damage to the front end. He is trying to hold off Crescenzo in P22, but there is a Mustang of, I'm assuming that is Max Hustle in. It looks like Max Hustle. I think it is. I think he has a little bit of time to give the position. But he's actually just overtaken. Fair enough. You are allowed to lap yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. But that has also let the Aston Martin take the position off him, so that is Crescenzo back up to P21. That means Cook is now under pressure from Todd Davies. He's very under pressure. Tom running in P23 in the Lexus. As Zhuwing has got past Weinberg. I wonder if that was a team order swap. Or if they're actually just fighting each other. It's more fun if they just fight each other, you know? We'll get some good team pictures there as well. As Gus Peters under pressure of Peter Romeo. Peter Romeo is actually just driving straight past him. Doing a fantastic job recovering from his incidents, Peter. As Jansen's just has stopped on the track. Probably should RTG, my brother. I think if any of the stewards are watching, they'll probably tell him to RTG. A couple of cars in the pits. Cook is in. William is in. Not a ton happening elsewhere on track. Sorry, just reading a couple of messages, just making sure everything's all good. Alright, yeah, there's very little happening on track. Janssens has still stopped. Gorjode has had a incident of some kind. What happened to you? No, please not the steaming Ferrari. Oh, no, he's just lost it. Not holding brakes either. Nice. Is Janssen still stuck there? Hang on, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, so just... I'm not sure if any of the stewards are in the chat, that's why I decided to do it myself. Oh, what's happened here? Ishan... Oh, too late on the brakes. Just kill. Going from a different postcode, my brother. Janssen's still there. I don't know, Dex or anyone who may be in the server with admin privileges, could you DSQ that car? Thank you. very much. Love that. Or maybe they've left for their own accord, who knows. Either way, that's them off the track now. As Yishan is now chasing down Tom Davies for that top 20 position. That Ferrari is not fighting him for position. Which Ferrari is that? Hang on, which Ferrari is that? Which Ferrari? You're the 33. You're a lap. Okay, so the 33 is a lap down on Yishan, yet dived like they were fighting for position in the last lap. Oh, curbs doing curb things. As the 33 is hit the wall. Thankfully, just looked to glance the wall. Wasn't anything too serious. Oh, Yishin doing his best Tokyo Drift impression there through the exit peon. Lovely. Bit of rear end damage on that Ferrari now. Maybe slight commentator's curse at that point. I apologise. Looks a lovely day. Well, from Spa, I don't think so. Papaya orders. Oh, papaya rules. That's what we need for these two Vivid Global cars. How is Amato still going? You haven't done a pit stop. I've got to know how much fuel you've got. It can't be anything, because it says everyone's done a pit stop because they obviously all did one whenever the red flag came out. He hasn't pit since. It's got to be soon, right? Oh, Yishin's in the pits once again. He does still have a mandatory stop detect, so I'm assuming that's what he's doing now. That's the two Papaya order cars going at it. And the fight for last place currently is rolling as Bijou. Oh, that Mustang, he nearly took him out. As Gojard is taking P35 back off. What has happened to Amato? As Patrick Mr. is taking the lead and Rest is now in P2. He's 3 seconds behind, so he's actually lost the lead through all this pit stop shenanigans. But I think Patrick needs to pit again, whereas Kenneth doesn't. Is Amato? What speed is he doing? Yeah, he's lifting. I think he's very, very low on fuel. He has to be. Look at the amount of lift and coast he's having to do. He's just got to be careful of cars behind, because they might not realise that. Oh, and he actually spins it. Oh, you're... Nah, that's... He's taking out the Papaya cars. It's carnage. That is a horrendous rejoin. That is so poor. And he's finally come in for a pit. Had he pitted a lap earlier, that maybe wouldn't have happened. Oh. I'm not going to do laps. Yeah, like you could tell, like he was crawling to avoid running out of fuel. And then he has committed the resave jointly. Taking out both Papaya cars. Well, I love how I'm calling the Papaya cars now, even though they're not. Causing carnage. We love to see it. How can we know who's in each split? Moreno, sorry, I maybe haven't seen your message in a little minute. So it's the color, but with the numbers. So we're following Camp in P9, and you'll see his number is 604. He's now in P8. You'll see his number 604, but it's got a grey background. That's to signify he's in the Pro-Am class. Zagablo in P7's got a white background, that's why he's in the pro class, and then the car's numbers with the red background behind their number are the AM class. Hang on, there's carnage at the end of Kemmel. What's happened? Oh, that's another resafe jointly. What's happened up here? Oh my, oh wow, that Ferrari's just committed murder. And nobody's holding brakes. Yep. Oh, and that Mustang's doing his best Beyblade impression. I have seen 5 cars not even bother to hold their brakes. That is impressive. That is... That is per. Whoever that Ferrari was that just drove straight into the back. Oh my... Oh no, this McLaren. Oh, that's another... What is happening? What happened to you? Let's find out what happened to you. I'm assuming you got killed by the very badly damaged Ferrari behind you, but... Oh, don't tell me it was the McLaren. Oh no, he had to avoid that McLaren and spun on the curb. Then... Oh... Yeah, that is, Thanks, Ethan. Appreciate the help. That came out of nowhere. Yeah, this is a bit nuts getting. Alright, so we have Toga Academy versus Toga Esports for the first time in a while. Peter Romeo on his recovery drive after his mega crash at the start. Well, he was involved, but it wasn't his fault, from what we could tell. And he never got a penalty for it, so it wasn't his fault. Is chasing Ethan Davies for P8. Peter has been on a rampage ever since that crash. He was down somewhere in the mid-20s, is back up into the top 10 after pit stop. So, doing a great job to recover in that gorgeous Aston Martin. I'll be driving here with Peter in a couple of weeks for the mini endurance series, so that's always fun. That'll be good. Can't wait for that as well. I do enjoy driving with Peter. It's good fun. The domino effects, yeah. The synchronized crashing as well, pretty impressive. Ethan pulling away a little bit is... Oh, hello. What's happened here? Burnett and Gutierrez going for it. Oh, are you trying to force your way around here in the wet? Doing that in the dry is brave enough, my guy. And then I think, is he just spun on the curb? He has. He's just... that's very unfortunate. Hang on, battle for the lead here is 113's got a track limits penalty, and that is the current leader, not soon to not be the leader. He's came straight in to serve it and he's handed the lead back over to Kenneth Reyes. And it's McLaren just being an absolute menace. Whoa, what was that? It's literally just getting to the point where if you blink and you miss whatever's going on here. Did you just lose it? Oh, that's rough. Do resafe jointly, that's the leader, thank you. Yeah, this is rough. Some of this, I've seen some questionable driving standards in this race, to be quite honest with you. Oh, good drive out from the Mustang there to take that position. Shane taking the position of Cook. But also you have one of the Vivid Global cars that's actually in the top 5, I think. Oh, and that the BM just, oh, he nearly smashed the wall. Oh, hang on, look at this. This is getting spicy. Peter versus Ethan. Peter nearly pushing Ethan around the corner there at Blanchemont. Can the student beat the master here as Ethan looking to hold off Peter? As Gutierrez is fighting Bart for P15. Looks like he's got past him. And he's now in P14. That's a car just stranded. Oh, when I see a car doing that, I don't like it. Oh, the 488's having its mandatory spin this lap. As Mostyn's in the pits. Ethan and Peter really going on here. Oh, Ethan getting very slippery as the drive-through penalty has put Patrick down into P4. And I believe he has to stop again, so that's really hurt him. So the two Vivid Global cars on the podium currently, second and third in behind Kenneth Race, who's in the lead. E-Ray in P5, Zagablo P6, Camp P7, Ethan Davies P8, Peter Romeo P9. Oh, they're both really going at it, really scrapping hard, which is what we love to see. No team orders at Toga, just have fun. Don't kill, obviously don't kill each other, but have fun. That Aston is mega quick. Yeah, Peter is... Oh, although you mean the later? Yes, he is seriously quick. Max. Unfortunate. It's just been pure unlucky for you from the get-go. Are you still in the race, or have you left? I think you've left. Yeah, you've had some bad luck, and that's Peter Romeo. He's nearly. Oh, he's gonna have to leave the space for Ethan, and he has done. Ethan's gonna get back through. There's no team orders. It's who can do the better job. This is brilliant racing from these two, doing a fantastic job. As Patrick's in the pits again. I wonder if he's serving his second stop that he needs to serve. Obviously, there's only one mandatory one, but he stopped a bit too early to get a finish on one full tank of fuel. Both going a little bit wide. This is fantastic racing from the pair of them. Hey, number 614. Yeah, he's doing a great job. He's in P7 right now. Doing a fantastic job. Why don't you do a console series? So we do not have anything set up to run races on console. We have dedicated servers that are for PC only, and we currently have a lot of overhead with that. Without including console stuff, it would require a lot more overhead that we currently barely have the time for. We just about have the time to run everything that we do run for PC. Obviously, we do this in our own time. So it's quite a lot of overhead to do so. I don't know the full ins and outs of what we would have to do for it, but from what I understand is it's going to be a lot more overhead than can be managed at the current time. I don't think it's something completely out of the realm of possibility in the future, but I think at the moment we don't have the time to manage both, essentially. Oh, as Peter nearly runs into the back of Ethan. Ethan getting a big slide out of the hairpin there. This is some good racing from the pair of them. We are 48 minutes left in the race. Yeah, Pockets, get the vote in. Good man. As Amato has got a drive-through in P10. That will be obviously for track limits. We'll have to serve that in the next 3 laps. Because the only battle happening on track is Ethan versus Peter. Oh, Peter being ran off track a little bit there. All's fair in love and war, as they say. Keeping each other honest, we love to see it. Good racing. Oh, Peter running very wide there. Not what he wanted. He wanted to keep nice and tight for the to get a run at the bus stop, but he's not going to get it. Got to vote for the fellow Academy driver. Love that. Vote's been cast for car number 80, Gutierrez. Lovely stuff. Nice one, everyone. Get your votes in. Do it on Twitch. For some reason, the YouTube one isn't working, so gotta do it on Twitch only. As Amato's in the pits for his drive-through, as Patrick is down in P11 now. Ethan's still holding off Peter, doing a fantastic job defending, as Dugat Gray is E-Ray, sorry, is under pressure from Sagablo. He's about a second back now and closing in. Zubik's in the pits. Oh, he did pit quite early, to be fair. Yeah, he's on a 47-minute stint. He would not have enough fuel to get to the end. He'd be like an hour and a half stint, and you can't. That's not really feasible with the fuel that you've got. As Amato's fallen down to P14, right behind Scardigno in the McLaren number 27. As one of the Papaya cars is now falling down the order a little bit. I wonder, do both Papaya cars still have to pit? Hang on, that's a good question. They do. The other one is on 50 minutes, and E-Ray is on 47. That's going to push it to about an hour and a half. So a few of these cars still probably have to pit. It's not going to be ideal. So a few of the cars behind will be gaining some positions yet to happen. So Scardigno is under pressure from Amato. He's going to try and get as far back up the grid as he can. Obviously had a taste of the lead there for a little while before he had to pit. And Amato has dispatched Scardigno and run away by the tune of a second and a half immediately. Pockets, for some reason the voting doesn't work on YouTube. I have tried. I think it might have been my fault, but put a hashtag blame Hayden in the chat anyway, because, you know, we've got to blame Hayden for all this. So we do. As Moiston's in the pits. Dominic Easy set the fast lap of the race. I'm not sure when that was, but he has done. He has overtaken a lapped car. I don't know why, but every time I run, it swaps what camera I'm on. It's slightly annoying. Weinberg in the pits for the second time. No surprise there. Yeah, I think we all knew you had to pit, and the track temp is back up to nearly 30, so back up to the track temp we started the race with, and we're only at 12:30 during the day in game. Peter's fallen back a little bit from Ethan. Running in the dirty air in the rain will just melt the tires if you do it for too long. Sorry, just replying to a message there. We're all good. Back to it. Oh, Peter's closed all the way back in. I saw he was starting to creep back towards him again. As P9 is in the pits, Mazzaro's from P9 is in the pits, doing, I'm assuming, their second stop. Mike Cook is having a little bit of a off-track excursion, but avoids a spin. That's Mazzaro's is in. Bart the car is in for a second stop. Oh, are you involved in a crash, Bart? Is that maybe why you're in? As Zagablo's off, what's happened to you? Oh, he just out-braked himself. Yeah, happens. Even easier to do in the wet. As P4 is in for a second stop. I've just seen the gap from P1 to P2. So, Kenneth Race and Zagablo, 1 minute 10 apart that is the gap to the leader. That is quite the gap. As now both Ethan Davies and Peter Romeo are in for the shot at the podium, but well, potentially. Does anyone in... Nope, none of them really have to pit again, I don't think. So, the fight is on. P4 is on the cards for either of these drivers. If they both keep it clean from here, the top 5 for both of them is on the cards. Just depends who beats who in the end. Oh, this is going to be spicy. Peter chucking up the inside of Puyon. He's going to have to leave him room. Has he done it? He's left Ethan enough room. They have a little bit of a touch, but he gets through. Peter has got past him. A little bit of patience and resilience there, but he's got the job done, and there's now a back marker and like that. Oh, that's bad. That's not great from the Mustang there. The front end of that Mustang looks very, very, very badly damaged. As that's now Peter P4, Ethan P5. Yeah, but Kenneth Race, he is just running away with this race. A minute 11 is the gap. To Zagablo, and then Camp is chasing him down for P2. He's about 2 seconds back. Peter Romeo is 16.5 back from the podium. Oh, as him and Ethan both run very wide there on, through the bus stop. As Coleman, oh, what's happened to you? Did you have a slide on? Oh, a snap on the curb. Yeah, trying to power through that in the wet probably wasn't the best idea. Cortez is in the pits again. Not really sure. Should we have a who's done the most pit stops trophy? That would currently go to both Gorjard and P34 and Matthias, both with 9 pit stops. That Mustang looks battered beyond belief. Current driver with the most positions gained is Romanzuk. He's gained 21 positions since the start of this race. Oh, as Patrick and P8's had a bit of an incident. Is he trying to unlap himself against the leader here? Because he has now been lapped by the leader. He's down in P8. Oh, there was a lapped car there. What happened there? hang on, let's have a quick look at what happened with that lap car. And then just, yep, the leader in P8. Didn't really know what to do there. That will be why that happened. Oh, as we got an off from the Ferrari, turning into a lawnmower there for a second at the exit of Stavlo. As you can see, the raging Aston Martin of Peter Romeo is coming up to lap him now as well. Oh, sorry, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. I will be back in a second. I need to do something. One moment. Back in a minute. Alright, I am back. Apologies. I did stick on the auto cam, so hopefully it cycled through a few people. While I was away, let's turn that back. Oh, that's quite a neat feature of race control now. Peter is actually, he is catching the podium places by quite the margin. He's 8 seconds to than to Zagablo in P3, and Ethan Davies obviously is right behind him. He's about a second and a half back, so the two of them could be fighting for a podium scrap here at the end of this race at the rate of knots they're going. As the track temp has hit 30, it's actually exceeded what it did yesterday. As P7, one of the papaya cars, Gazy, has got a drive through. I would assume for track limits. It did, yes. Good stuff. Moreno. Oh, you put dry tires on. I've done the same thing. Moreno, I've done it before where we were doing a 6 hour of Alton Park and it was like a drying track and people put wets on or put dries on in anticipation for the track drying, but it wasn't drying fast enough. And we had to do one more pit stop. And I wasn't going to take tires. I was still on wets and just drive on old wets because they were actually a lot faster. I forgot to uncheck the tires. It's so easy done. And I put dries on and it didn't end well. But it's easy done. Everyone does it at least once, you know. Sometimes you just forget to make sure it's checked. Oh, Peter, that's a very late break. Too late, in fact. A couple of cars in the pits, 33. I think that's the car that put on the dry tires by accident. What is happening in terms of fighting? Marco has just gained a place from Rink in the 488. Relegated him down to P25. Reno at P29, or P28 to P29. This is two different things on my thing. Has a drive-through. Oh, also skating off track. I would assume for track limits as well. Zagablo's had a spin. Was that contact with a lap car? That's going to let Peter Romeo have a chance to run the podium. Oh, that McLaren's just clattered him. That is purr. That is really purr from that McLaren driver. Just didn't have any awareness of what was going on behind him there, or in fact in front of him. Has he still been yellow flagged? He needs to give room. Oh, he's slipping all over the place. Amato is off. Blanchimont moment, potentially? Yeah, Blanchimont curb. Yeah, at least kept it out of the wall and out of other cars. That's all that matters. As he's actually in the pits again. I wonder, has he just RTG'd? Entirely possible. As Peter Romeo is now 2 seconds behind Zagablo. It was 8 before he got tagged by the McLaren. So that bite marker has had a significant play in what is going to happen at the end of this race. Will Zagablo be able to hold them off? Will they get through? This is the question. The gap is about 2.4 to Peter, and Ethan is about a second behind him. So they're both closing in. Gap is down to about 2 seconds there as they cross the line, so very, very interesting set of events for the last 25 minutes of this race. Yeah, gap is closing per corner. Peter is one second behind him now. Ethan obviously right behind him as well, so could lose a couple positions. As Race has had an incident. It's with the same car. Oh no. What's happened? Oh, the 34 again. it didn't have contact, but it made the leader stop. Thankfully, the leader has a huge gap. It doesn't really make a difference. It just seems the 34 car has been interesting, shall we say. As the word I'm going to use, as Amado is still in the pits, I wonder has he given up? It looks like he may have, even though he didn't hit the wall or when he spun. And to be honest, there's very little happening on track. There's a few cars in the pits, but nothing really of note. Gutierrez, it looks like he's braked too late for the bus stop. Pretty standard. As Ethan's had a moment, he's okay. He also just had a slide. He only lost a couple of tenths, so nothing serious. As Crescenzo's in the pits, I'm assuming for your second stop, yeah, you've been out for an hour, so no surprise there. Ethan's off again. Oh no, Ethan's Beyblading that car. Oh no. I wonder did he overheat the tires too much? Blanchimont, that curb at the end of Blanchimont is killer. Ethan has Beybladed that McLaren. He's gonna have to pit. Oh, his chance of maybe getting the podium has just dwindled away. But the chance of the top 10 potentially hasn't. No, maybe it hasn't. Maybe too far away. But Ethan, he still has a chance to get a semi-decent result here if he can get in and out in not too much time. Battle for P14 here as Lewin, and oh, that's a dive and a half from that Ferrari. Yeah, and you've went so far off the track, you cannot keep that position, my friend. I'm sorry. And he doesn't. He hands it back. That is good. That would have been kind of ridiculous if you tried to keep that position. As now Peter has the chance of standing on the podium here if he can deal with Sagablo. Oh, Gutierrez is went off. I'm assuming it's just a curb moment. Yeah, braking on the curb. Oh, just getting a slide. Kept out of the wall, thankfully. That's the main aim. As Romanzik has got past for P11. Yeah, as Zagablo's he's under serious pressure now at the end of Stavlo, on the way up towards the bus stop. That's a good run. Is Peter gonna try and make a move here? I don't think he is. He's gonna be sensible. As Zagablo actually gets a little bit wide there. Peter does touch the sausage curb, so kind of 1 for 1 there on that there, as Romantic had a spin, but I think he's okay. Ethan is still stopped in the pits. He's going to fall quite far down the order. He's already almost out of the top 10, and he will fall out of the top 10. What's the fastest lap of the session? The fastest lap is a 2:26.5 is the fastest lap. Ethan's come out in P11, as he's actually about to be lapped by Peter, who was obviously fighting him for position a couple of minutes ago, which is unfortunate. Yeah, fast lap 2:26.5 currently. Yeah, that's just so unlucky for Ethan. That curb on the exit of Blanchimont is scary, and Charlie knows that all too well from a Spa 24 last year. Charlie knows what I'm on about. If you're voting for the driver of the day, do it on Twitch. For some reason, the YouTube one isn't working. So do it over on Twitch only. It seems to only be working there. So, hello, Charlie. Logged in under FGTRL. I see. How was the GT Force? So we've over 2 hours. Oh, Zagablo's ran wide. Peter Romeo, it looks to be through. They're going side by side up the hill. I think Peter's already got it. Yeah, he has. The camera angle didn't do it justice there. Couldn't really tell, but Peter has got the job done. He's into P3. He just needs to run away now if he can. Zagablo may be looking for a move. Ethan here may actually play a part in this. He's unlapping himself, and that's actually going to hinder Zagablo. Ethan there potentially playing the team game there, trying to help out his teammate by doing. He's allowed to unlap himself if he is faster, which he is. And the 514 car has stopped. They've got moving again there, so they do not need to be RTG'd. But Ethan has potentially helped Peter run away there, who is 8 seconds from P2. And Peter was 3 seconds faster last lap, so this is going to be interesting to see what he can do. We're over 2 hours done, 2 hours and 6 minutes done. GT4s are mega fun, sad you couldn't be, yeah, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I got P5 and 4, nice one man, Callum won, good stuff, they managed to hold off Luke then. We love to see that. And of course Callum won in that damn Janetta. He's like a wizard in that car. Yeah, my good moves indeed. Would love to see things happening. Honestly surprised stuff's still even happening in this race. It's been over 2 hours. Tom Davis, I haven't looked at him in a while. He's up into P15 under pressure from Gutierrez. In P16, that lovely bellow from that Lexus. As Gutierrez is about a second back, potentially looking to make a move. But no, it looks like Tom currently has that under control. Oh, I say that! Both of them got very skitterish up the top of the Radion. Oh, and there is a crash. Oh, Crescenzo has had a moment. Hopefully not a big one. He's been doing very well all race. Oh, just a little bit of rear logging potentially caused him to slide. He's kept out at a tiny glance of the wall. That'll be nothing. He's done a good job keeping out of the, pretty much out of the wall there. Callum pull fast lap in P1 at Snet, and then Luke got a TT for track limits. Oh, yeah, that'll be heartbreaking for Luke. But congrats to Callum on winning that. Kind of no surprise that he was in the contention for it, you know. We are 16 minutes to go. Probably about 9 laps of racing, probably. Maybe 8, I don't know. Not quite sure. It's probably going to be about 8 with the time, so hang on, we're doing about a 2-minute 30 lap time, so it's actually probably going to be about 7 laps. Well, maybe 8, because the leader is not far off starting a new lap, so Peter is just fallen. He's about 6.5 seconds to camp in P2 in the 604 car. So the 604 car is still probably going to stand on the podium. Whether it's second or third, that is to be determined. As Zagablo has fallen 3 seconds behind Peter now. So it looks like Peter Romeo's got a free run just to run away and try and catch P2. P1's out of the question unless something serious happens, but I don't think it will. Kenneth Reyes has been mega all race as Ethan's had another incident. Oh no, Ethan. Did you just have a curb moment? Oh, the Ferrari had a curb and a slide. Yeah, that curve's also killer. Yeah, there we go. Another Beyblading McLaren. It's unfortunate for Ethan, but you're still in P11 by quite a way, so just keep it clean for the rest of it and you'll be not far off the top 10. So, as Jan Marco is under pressure from Cook behind in the BM. No, let's see. There's not really much in the way of any battles happening on track. Like, at all. So, just really going to watch Peter, because he's 5.7 from P2. He was 1 second faster that last lap, so if he keeps this pace up, he'll catch him in 5 laps time. He's doing a great job in that Aston Martin. And Zagabo's about 3.5 seconds behind there, so he's managed to pull away. I think a little bit with the help from Ethan Davies there, he was rightly allowed to unlap himself, so he did it, and it seems to have benefited the team there in that regard. So about 5 seconds is the gap now. Peter is just oh, that's a very fast moving Ferrari. Oh, that he just forgot to brake there. Who was that? Was that the number 30? Who's down in yeah, 30 down in P30 now. He's just getting out of the way, letting Zagablo through. Gap now down to about 4.8, give or take. So Peter really putting the pressure on now. Oh, Ethan again? Oh, what's happened? Did you have another curb moment? Oh, locking up under braking? Yeah, it happens. Came out of the wall though, so that's what matters. Oh, Ethan, you're really playing with fire at the moment. As Peter's now moved under 4 seconds as the leaders being yellow flagged. Oh, they had a little bit of a moment. What happened with you? The leaders barely put a foot wrong all race. Oh, don't tell me this car hits him. Yep, the black marker hits him. Thankfully nothing serious. Gets away mostly scot-free. Still not great. As you can just see in the background of camp there, Peter Romeo is closing in. Last lap, Peter was 2.5 seconds faster. So he's really closing in now. The gap is about 3 seconds. This is gonna be a good battle to the end between these two. If the pace can be kept up. Getting going is so hard sometimes. Yeah, no, I understand the feeling. Oh, we've got a 3-way tie for the driver of the day, so we need people to vote, please. Vote for driver of the day so that we have a clear winner. That would be nice. We have 11 minutes left. Get your votes in on Twitch only. Unfortunately, we don't seem to have it working on YouTube. It's annoying, but we can't do much about it. I'm blaming Hayden for it, so yeah, but get your votes in on Twitch. Closing the gap well, yeah, he's closing the gap mega. Gap is about 3.2 currently. Oh, thank you for following Cletus King. Mike voting for 74. Nice one. Ba, 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 ba. Yep, gap's still hovering about 3, so this lap's been a little bit better from Camp to try and make a response against Peter, so we'll see what he can do, or if he can do anything. There's honestly nothing else happening in this race, so this is the only thing we're going to focus on probably till the end. Nothing else is really happening, everyone else is very spread out. This is genuinely the closest gap there is to any car. So we're just going to have a little watch and see if Peter can make it happen. So this lap, Peter is about 3/10 quicker this lap, so this lap's a bit more stagnant in terms of time gained, but he's still catching. That is what matters. There we go, sort of just fixing my race control, decided to skew into a weird angle. Gap still holding at about 3 seconds, so Peter really, well, he doesn't need a mistake for Camp. He's currently running faster than him every lap at the moment, so just needs to keep up a good pace and he should be able to make something happen. As we're getting into the last few moments of this race, we've got, well, I said that they were yellow flagged, they were not. Looks all good. The gap is now about 2.1 as we head in towards the Stavlo and up the Blanchimont through the bus stop. So the gap's closing this lap. Oh, Peter's getting a bit sideways. That's not what he needs. We still have probably 3 more laps to go. The gap is 2.5 right now as it stands. Peter doing a good job to keep up despite having that big slide. And Scalbo's fallen off. He's about 8.5 seconds back from Peter now. So that last lap, he was 9/10 faster. So the pace is there. He just needs to unlock it here for the last 3 laps and could make something happen. He's on the podium regardless of what happens here, I think, assuming no penalties come into play. But I don't think Peter was involved in anything that was his fault. He was involved in some stuff, but it wasn't his. Nothing he done. He was just there. Oh, we have a third vote for Moreno's car. I think it's actually supposed to be car 33, not 28. But I don't know why that's saying that. Gap is now under 2 seconds, 1.8 going through Puyon as... Oh, they're not even blue flag or yellow flag, but I don't know what that was about. Oh, as the 34 car is stopped. Oh. Don't rejoin, don't rejoin, don't rejoin! No, 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 no. Oh. Use gentle throttle application, please. Oh, please watch, please watch, please watch. Oh. That's too scary to watch. Gap is 1.2 coming into bus stop. The top four, I've just noticed, are all Aston Martins, which is quite interesting. Gap is 1.1 now. Peter was 1.2 seconds faster that lap. That looks like Bart's car. He's just getting out of the way, not getting involved. Rightly so. The gap is now 1 second. There's going to be this lap and 2 more laps by the looks of it. And the gap is 1 second. Will Peter be able to do it? This is going to be a battle to the end. The only battle happening. Nothing else is going on. Everyone else is far too spread out, so we're going to enjoy this. This battle could have had Peter Romeo for the actual... had Peter not been involved in that massive accident in like lap 3 or something. Oh no, there's a 34 car. We've got to be careful here. This 34 car needs to not interfere, and they've interfered. Oh, that was a bit too close. Gap was back to 1 second. It was half a second there before that corner. Oh my! Oh, I just seen the 34 car kill Bart in the back. Oh my word! That is horrendous. That is so poor. Where is Bart? He's in P18. I don't know how much he's lost because of that, if anything. But still not great. Okay, so we're... both of these cars are about to start their penultimate lap. I believe. As the leader will cross the line with enough time to start one more lap. So 2 laps for Peter to make his move. The gap is 0.6 of a second. This is going to be brilliant. And Ethan, have you had another spin, my guy? You're okay. Just keep it going. You've got it. Keep it in the groove. As this Mustang may be a problem here. Is he going to check up and let them through? Or no, he's just going to probably go up and then let them pass afterwards. Yeah, he is. I didn't realise. I thought he was going slower than he was, but he's not. Gap is still 0.6 going into the Kemmel Straight. I think Peter may get some slipstream here. The Mustang is probably going to have to yield here. Is that that Mustang? He nearly hit Peter. These bite markers have been shocking. The last half hour. Gap still 0.6 though, so thankfully it hasn't done too much damage. The leader is at the bus stop, so they will be starting one more lap. There, you hear it there, leaders on the final lap. So one more lap for these cars to determine what order they sit on the podium. Not for the lack of bike markers trying to kill them. You know, that's always fun. Gap is 0.7 seconds. Yeah, Bart just got absolutely clattered for no reason. Pockets, go do it on Twitch if you haven't already voted, because YouTube's not working, and I don't know why. So do that, please. Gap is still 0.7, heading out Stavlo. If Peter gets a good run here, he may be able to get in the tow. I don't know if he's going to get it. The gap's 0.9 now. Peter might have to settle for third if he can't make something happen in the final lap. Well, we've had a full wet race at Spa. Made it very interesting. Starting the last lap now for Peter Romeo and Mr. Camp. The gap is 0.9 of a second. So who's going to come out on top here? This is going to be quite the interesting battle, but keep an eye on the leader. He is coming into the back half of the circuit now. He's down into that right left-hander before Stavlo. I can never remember what it's called, so I'm just calling it that. Gap's about a second here. I think Peter might have to settle for... Oh, but the P2 goes off. Very, very off. I think he had to slow down to avoid a warning. That's let Peter in the tow now. Gap is half a second. Gap is 0.3. This is going to be spicy. Last lap fun. What was the Aston's? Oh, he's letting through? Damn, I was hoping for a last lap battle and a last lap showdown, but Camp has just let him through. Maybe wanting to just... And there you have it. Sorry, I just missed it there. Kenneth Race taking a commanding victory here at Spa in the 24-2.4 with a 1 minute 15 gap to P2, who has just switched to Peter Romeo now, doing some celebratory donuts, which he is allowed to do as long as it's off track and doesn't make contact with other cars, you know, because safety and all that. But there's still quite a way for anyone else to finish. Lap cars are finishing now as well, though. That's why you see some of them stopped. So we're going to have to wait a while for anyone on the lead lap. The lead lap, there's 7 cars still, so we're going to be waiting a while for that to happen. Oh, that's a contact. That's not good. Yep, quite a number of the lap cars are finished. We're still waiting for Peter. Oh, he's just let... Huh? I'm assuming he's just let him back through because he let him through. Who knows. And Romanzuk has got an 80-second penalty. Would that be for not serving mandatory pit stops? Potentially. Okay, I'm not quite sure what happened there in the last lap with Peter and Camp, but they're going to come home. Camp's going to take P2, and Peter's going to take P3 on the podium and first in class. Race is also first in, obviously, silver class. Peter Romeo first in pro class. And Zagablo going to take P4. Weinberg going to take P5. Lovely job. And then there's the last few stragglers coming around the track now. As you see, Patrick coming. Oh, he's going also very deep there, but because he needs to watch he doesn't lose P7 or P6 here. He's going to keep it just. Or is he? Yep. Photo finish between P6 and P7 there. And that looks to be everyone except Cooley, who's the last car to cross the line. By the looks of it. Yep, and that is everyone. That is the race. That was something. Yeah, that was quite the race. Hunter and Bart, go over to Twitch and vote because for some reason it's only working on Twitch. I don't know why. That battle was spicy as milk. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there. Well done, everyone. There was some questionable driving from a couple of cars there. I'm not gonna lie. Do remember, make sure your replays are saved. Any incidents after the 5th or 6th lap, get them reported in the Toga ticketing system, and they will be looked at by stewards. Obviously, the first few laps were live stewarded, but after that, it's up to you guys to get that sorted out. Good stuff, everyone. Well done for finishing. That's what matters. So, last thing, I don't think we're going to do any interviews. I am cooked after the last, 2 hours, 45 minutes. So I'm not doing any interviews. I'm sorry if anyone was going to be waiting. I don't see anyone, but it's not happening. I need to lie down after that. Happy to report Callum won in GT4s. Yep, Charlie already gave me a heads up on that. So, one last thing before we go. Driver of the day. So, obviously the YouTube bot decided it didn't want to work anymore. So, everyone give me a blame Hayden if you're still in the chat. It looks. I've just seen. We're good. So we have a three-way tie for driver of the day. So Neil Morano's car, I believe that's actually the number 33 car, not the number 28. I don't know why that says the wrong number, but 33 car. Peter Romeo in the 74 car, which is very well deserved, and Ethan Davies in the number 6 car for Toga Academy, who did a fantastic job up until the end, where he had a Blanchimont moment, and yeah, never mind. We have a clear winner, and Neil Moreno has got a 4 vote. So well done to your team for getting driver of the day. Ethan and Peter joined second on 3 votes, and Ian Gutierrez with 1 vote. Well done, everyone. Good job. So I think everyone's trying to get their driver of the day in now, so that so they can change the vote. I've vetoed it now. No more votes. I've stopped the count there. But yeah, well done to everyone. Thanks for coming. That was. Hey, Hunter, don't you blame me. Blame Hayden. Peter, that was a fantastic watch. You did a fantastic recovery from the start of that race, so good job. But yeah, that is all from us tonight at Toga Motorsport. I hope you all enjoyed. Apologies for the maybe dry comms at some points. 2 hours, 50 minutes of this was hard to keep going at some points, but we got there. You know, we made it. I need to lie down now after that race, so I'm going to go do that. But have a good one. We are next live, I believe it's Tuesday, for the next round of Pro Series is next for us. Let me just check. Yep, Pro Series on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Then we have, I believe, the Mini Endurance is on the 5th. 5th of April is the next Mini Endurance race. I will be there with Peter Romeo, as you see, the guy who finished on the podium tonight. So we will both be racing that as a team together. So come see that. You'll actually see me get to drive for once. Yeah, that is us for tonight. So I hope everyone has a good one. Drop a like, subscribe, all the good stuff in the chat. But yeah, good night, and we'll hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.